Making the news at this time. The government of Trinidad and Tobago has expressed deep sadness following the capsizing of the MV Barima in Guyana and the reported loss of life. In a message of sympathy, condolences were extended to Guyana's president, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, and the people of Guyana during this difficult time. The government also offered prayers and support to the families of those who remain missing and those who have lost loved ones. Trinidad and Tobago praised the efforts of rescue teams involved in the ongoing search and recovery operation and confirmed that the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force is assisting by providing air and naval assets, as well as personnel. The government reaffirmed its solidarity with Guyana and expressed hope that those still unaccounted for will be found as rescue efforts continue. Switching gears now, the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange reports that the domestic capital market continues to gain momentum, marked by billions in added market value and growing investor activity. CEO of the TNT Stock Exchange, Ava Mitchell, reported a significant increase in market capitalization during the first 7 months of 2026.
So far into 2026, the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange recorded a total market capitalization of approximately $100.7 billion, representing an increase from $91.9 billion in January 2026. This reflects a gain of $8.8 billion or 9.6% over the 7-month period.
She said the TNT Stock Exchange continues to hold a dominant position within the region.
The increase was supported by favorable market performance and the impact of corporate actions undertaken during that period. The Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange remains the largest stock exchange by market capitalization in the Caribbean.
Ms. Mitchell said the TNT Stock Exchange remains committed to creating an environment where businesses of every size can access capital, investors can participate in wealth creation, and the capital market continues to support national economic development. The Law Association of Trinidad and Tobago has urged the public to engage respectfully in discussions surrounding the Court of Appeal's recent ruling involving businesspersons Dominic and Genevieve Hadid. The association cautioned that personal attacks and unsubstantiated allegations against members of the judiciary could erode public confidence in the justice system. In a media release, it stressed that the ruling arose from an interlocutory application and does not determine the ultimate legality of the detention at issue or the constitutionality of emergency powers regulations. While affirming the public's right to scrutinize and criticize court decisions, the association said commentary should not impugn the integrity or independence of the judiciary. It said constitutional questions surrounding detention and emergency powers remain before the courts and should be resolved through judicial process. The association also expressed confidence in the independence and impartiality of the judiciary and urged citizens to engage in informed and respectful debate. In sport now, the West Indies narrowly missed out on victory against New Zealand in the 4th ODI at Kensington Oval in Barbados on Sunday, losing by just 1 wicket despite a determined half-century from Trinidad and Tobago batsman Amir Jangu. The loss confirmed the 3-1 series defeat with 1 match to go, but Jangu was pleased with what was only his 2nd ODI 50 for the regional team.
Yeah, I think pretty pleased with my performance, but having said that, would have liked for it to be in a winning cause. Very difficult result, tough pill to swallow. But yeah, it just wasn't good enough on the day, so just have to keep going.
And that's what's making the news at this time. Well, joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Vamala Balkaran. Good morning, Vamala.
Good morning, Kari. Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday. You have to keep track. You have to keep track, you know.
Yeah,
Today
honestly, I've been losing track of the days. All I know it's just one very long year.
You know, you just have to remember it's 2 days after Argentina lost and Spain won. That's all you need to remember.
Wow. For the biggest bandwagonist I've ever known, you are seriously carrying this on.
Hey, you know what? I was, again, I have proof. I came with receipts. I have the proof that I was supporting Spain since 2010.
Why are you like this? Well, hopefully people are back over there to laugh.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique, and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music. Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
I'm waiting for a super right, but I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
Blue Water's posse identified! Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you're feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When we bust one out, take a blue water spray. Party posse water, working posse water, school children they water. Blue water spray, fitness posse water, the office posse water. When your posse need one, take a blue water spray. Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water. Take a blue water spray.
When the country needs answers, when the people need a voice, there's only one station. Talk City 91.1 FM. The frequency of fearless conversation. 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked! This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked!
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
I'm waiting for a super right, but I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
Blue Water's posse identified! Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you're feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When we bust one out, take a blue water spray. Party posse water, working posse water, school children they water. Blue water spray, fitness posse water, the office posse water. When your posse need one, take a blue water spray. Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water. Take a blue water spray.
Hey Michael, how you going? I ain't seen you these days.
I know, things get a little bit busy these days. Ever since I signed up for the small business package from TTT Radio Network, business really picking up.
Small business package? What's that?
It's an advertising package designed especially for small businesses. They work with your budget now, and help you reach more customers. I made one phone call and they handle everything. It's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Maybe I should sign up for the small business package.
But you ain't no business.
Who say? I in the business of minding my business.
Now man, you mean in the business of minding people business?
Got a small business? Let TTT Radio Network help you grow with our affordable small business package designed to fit your budget and get your message heard. Call 628-4141 and speak with one of our sales representatives or send us an email at sales@ttt.co.tt today. The small business package. Big results for small businesses.
This back-to-school season, let's make sure no child gets left behind. TTT Limited is hosting its annual back-to-school drive for the less fortunate, and we need your help. Drop off the following stationery at TTT Limited, 11A Marval Road, from Monday 13th July to Tuesday 1st September. We're collecting book bags, lunch bags, notebooks, copybooks, pencil cases, pens, pencils, water bottles, and sanitary items. Every item you donate puts a smile on a child's face and a pencil in their hand. TTT Back to School Drive, 11A Marval Road. Drop off today because every child deserves a fresh start. TTT, we're here for you. Tune in to the Holy Trinity Cathedral program on Talk City 91.1 FM every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Mark your calendar. It's a great way to stay connected with the spiritual reflections, uplifting messages, and community updates right here with us on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The frequency of fearless conversation. 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Mandy Williams and Lennox Smith. The Ground Report with Mandy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They will call it smooth dance. They will call it smooth dance. This kind of dance here, God, this come. You don't be entertained too much like Lennox Smith dance at all. Yeah, all the angels, all of them, just come down and sit down and think like they in an arena when Lennox dancing. I don't know, buddy. That dance is a serious dance. My dance, they just want to learn to dance. Lennox dance, nobody want to learn that. They just want to be entertained and sit down in like in an arena and like themselves and oh God, look at that. Wait, look how he spin there. Oh God, look at that. Yeah. My own now they saying now, boy, we have to learn that dance.
Bang, 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 bang.
But saying all of that, myself, pleasant good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. To the Sister Isle Tobago, a pleasant good morning to each and every one of you on the Sister Isle Tobago. Good morning to you, Tobago. Not forgetting those of you that look on to us on the World Wide Web. Right here on our podcast. Yes, you shall. With the biggest podcast and the talk show. Radio program in Trinidad and Tobago, The Ground Report. Right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Good morning to each and every one of you that are look on to us on Talk City 91.1 FM on Facebook. Talk City 91.1 FM on YouTube. Whether it be Anne-Marie, Raj Goben, or Rich, Ann Munsami, Matilda, pleasant good morning. Troy Smith, your Brody Bunch, good morning to you. Hey Primraj, good morning. Krishna, a pleasant good morning to you. Wendy and John, Bisnath Prasad, good morning. Hey Jamelia Khan, a pleasant good morning to you. Rolly, good morning to you. Nadira, how are you going, Nadira? Hey Michael Scotland, good morning. Donna, good morning to you. Chandra, good morning. That's Benjamin, yeah? Yeah. Hey Donna Gockins, a pleasant good morning to you. Alicia, good morning to you.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if
Hey, Janet Singh, Saladin. Good morning, Jeff. Jeff. Cuff. Jeff. Oh, we go here. And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Nigel Black, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Jennifer Ramjit, good morning. Eleanor. Yes, husky voice here, good morning to you. That will be talking about, and that will be talking about. Hey, Davey. Parry, good morning to you. Hey, Dion. Hey, Legendary, good morning. Grand rising, everyone. I like that lyrics. Water you turned into wine. Eric Lutchman, good morning. Anthony Cato, pleasant good morning to you. There's no one. Kenrick Prasad, good morning. Lenny, a pleasant good morning to you. Anderson Wilson on the beat, all of you, good morning. Anne-Marie Amin, good morning to you. Matilda Rhodes, a pleasant good morning. Marilyn Sicharan, good morning. Baby, my baby, a pleasant good morning to you. And Teacher Balmain. There's no one like you. None like you. Hey, Angela, good morning. Tyra Reese, good morning to you. Hey, Freddie Brown, good morning. Shoma. Hey, Cuthbert, good morning to you. Sita, good morning, Sita. We're going. Matilda, morning, morning. Pringala Mohan, good morning, Trini Nairo. Roma Price, it's been a while. Girl, I only peeping. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. Got a message, Nathaniel. Good morning to you, 007. In life, Trinidad and Tobago, things don't always go the way you want it to go. Sometimes it go ways. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are not expecting, but you adapt. Our God is healed. And you work accordingly with the circumstances or the direction in which things go. Not so Peter Samlal sing. Our God is stronger. So good morning to all in sundry, all. Not forgetting my maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, sem-seaters. All my drivers, good morning to you. Hey boy, Nigel Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you.
Pleasant good morning to you, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Pleasant good morning to the people in the chat. Pleasant good morning, Lennox.
Nice. Lennox Smith, good morning to you.
Yes, indeed. Of course, a pleasant good morning to you as well, my friend. I heard you commenting on my form of what I consider to be aerobics or exercise in the form of the culture called dance. But that is all right. That is all right. I just didn't want to, of course, upset my own temperament this morning. I didn't want to do that because I want to make sure that my avuncular, we got that word yesterday from our good friend, avuncular state of mind is not upset, meaning that my kindness, so I would not reciprocate in the way that you have.
Oh, but you ain't agree. You ain't agree. Your dance is not to learn it. Your dance is to be entertained by it.
Well, that is relative because I went to a particular pub last week, and a gentleman pulled out a video and said, is that you? And I said yes, and of course some people confirmed it. And then he said, well, listen, how long are you looking for you? I want to dance like that. I want to get them moves. So it depends. So it depends on who you talk to. Let me put it that way. If it's you we talk to, certainly that would not be. But if you talk to others, they would. Right?
Boy, that man want to learn that dance, right?
Yes. And he pull a video too in the dark. I shock. So I was so conspicuous, I suppose, with all the people there, he was able to identify me. So I said, well, all right. He said, he's looking for me for a very, very long time. In fact, every time I go there now and we encounter each other, he would ask me if I want a beverage. And of course, I would insistently say yes.
Nah.
Right?
So the only sad
so
thing.
that's all right.
So the sad this morning, very, 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 very sad. Although it's not Trinidad and Tobago itself, but I'm watching the way how Guyana handles their accidents and their incidents compared to our country, Trinidad and Tobago, how we will handle our accidents and incidents. And I'm using a comparison when it coming to the 4 divers that was left there to die, and how the government of Trinidad and Tobago handle it compared to how the government of Guyana is handling this situation there. And oh boy, wait.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
I think that is an appropriate measure to look at in terms of the response. Of course, the numbers are quite large. In fact, I understand the death toll has mounted from 2 to 10 now. Of course, a commissioner inquiry has already been an investigation has already been initiated by the state there. Of course, they made certain that other territories or the world is aware, so that what they are missing in terms of deficiency, they're able to get. And Trinidad and Tobago has, of course, agreed, having regard to our proximity to that country and the relationship we have with it. Of course, air and other assets would have been deployed there in order to assist in that very, very tragic situation. But of course, it may well turn out to be more than that. The age of the vessel and all of that, and whether it was appropriate and it ought to have been replaced or something like that. All of those things, I suppose, will come to the fore. But you're quite right. It is a tragedy, national tragedy there. I extend it to a CARICOM or Caribbean tragedy. That requires, of course, persons throwing water on their own circumstance if, of course, your neighbor's house is burning. And the comparison I'm making here, or the analogy I'm making here, is that when you see things like that, then you have to examine your own systems and see whether or not it could withstand the purpose for which it was established. That's the point I am making here with respect to that. So, but you're quite right. There should be some kind of comparative analysis, even though, of course, ours is just 5 persons that found themselves in that situation. One survived. But I take your point. So there are other issues, of course, that we have to look at. Of course, Sir Garfield Sobers, I think the age of 96, I believe, thereabout. 98, too short of the century. He died, and of course, I think that's a fella. Whilst I was growing up, I would have wanted to emulate, profusely, because I mean his style, the way he walks, and of course the decisions that he would have made on and off the field, really deserves emulation by anybody who would have understood his standards and his principles and all of that. Of course, we lost some matches unnecessarily because he was too generous to the opponents. But that be it as it may, the fact is that is part and parcel of his character, and something that we too should be emulating, because we have to forgive and sometimes not necessarily forget, but certainly forgive others in circumstances where most people will not. So that is something that is important. I see that there is a further fallout with respect to the Warner issue and the decision. People are calling for an investigation into the Attorney General's office and what led to that fiasco, and of course the criticism of the way the whole process took place by the courts, that of course permanently suspended, I shouldn't say suspended, but caused the matter to totally collapse at this point in time by the court, saying that it is a flawed process. In the beginning, a poison seed could only produce a poison tree, and from that tree could only get poison fruits. I mean, those are my words, those are my analogy, but I think it is appropriate for that situation that Warner has found himself. Of course, the only reprieve, which money cannot really resolve, but certainly it will go a long way, and that is to say all all his matters from the beginning, the state will have to bear the cost to him. So that is where we are with respect to that. I don't know if you have any other specific matters that you
I
want
see
to
that
address.
I see that my boy Teddy. Let me tell him thanks for giving us that early warning.
Yes.
You
Yes,
say
yes. I understand it was two earthquakes in fact.
Yeah.
Two earthquakes, one in the northeast and one in the northwest as well. So one, but both of which affected Port of Spain. But the one in the northeast would have affected Arima as well as Tobago, and the one in the northwest would have affected Port of Spain and the surrounding communities, including, of course, that of Arima. So, yes, so he was totally and absolutely correct. Our apology for if he felt that we were making jest or we were tongue-in-cheek with respect to his revelation. So our apology, just in case you felt offended by the way that we responded to that particular issue, even though we weren't personally aware, and very few persons called in to confirm. But I think called in, but I think we got it a lot on chat. Not so?
Yeah,
the chat confirmed.
But
Yeah, okay.
I want to say, well, I'll call it Teddy's earthquake briefing. Teddy's earthquake briefing said experts urge preparedness as residents feel tremors. 2 earthquakes shake Trinidad and Tobago yesterday. Yeah. And we also see the Law Association is urging people about the attacks against the judges in the wake of the Hadid ruling. Yeah, the Law Association, they get back mouth, they get back teeth, they get back a voice. You barely was saying them under the former administration led by Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley and Sobers Stuart Young. Yeah, led by those two there. But what happened? Did they take multi symptom something that they can talk now? The Law Association.
Multivitamins are supposed to get them, of course, up and running and up to speed. When I read that statement of the Law Association, I recalled that former Minister of National Security, Hines, when the court had asked him, but listen, you accuse us of being in cahoots with certain elements that are despicable, well, let me be more specific, criminal elements, and he was called by one of the judges, not under any sanction, but to say, well, you know, what and where and how you have drawn that conclusion. He refused to attend to the court or respond to that particular judge. I am saying so against the background that the silence of the Law Association was deafening in that particular case. That's a high-ranking political appointee holding a high public office, making such a statement about the judiciary. I don't think it can be more blatant than that. And I didn't recall at all. I could be wrong. The Law Association condemning the then minister, for that kind of accusation against judicial officials. But in this particular case, I see that social media has taken the gauntlet, so to speak, and here it is. They are responding, asking for, of course, calm and not to be too harsh, because you could undermine the whole system of justice and the confidence that people will have in it. I couldn't see a better case than that under the scenario I mentioned earlier. But go ahead.
Yes, so true. TTPS boasts of reducing murders. Deputy Police Commissioner in charge of administration, Junior Benjamin, is boasting about Trinidad and Tobago Police Service ability to keep the murder rate at lower levels than last year. This dispute, This despite a double murder in Laventille and a double murder.
A triple murder in Laverton and a double murder in Superior. But I want to tell him, however, directly and indirectly that he's not convincing. Of course, we have a 212 now, but the reduction he's speaking about, he says that compared to last year around this time, there would have been 7 less murders this year so far compared, and he is saying that that they are doing well.
Yeah, but to me,
in a state of back-to-back state of emergencies.
No, because I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say, but the difference is it have a state of emergency now, but last year they had none. The time when he talking about it did not none.
But think about it is one can stretch their imagination logically sufficiently to say, well, imagine if the state of emergency wasn't there. You're talking about 7 short of comparative year, 7, and one will have to say only.
Boy, them people
having regard to the assistance of back-to-back state of emergency. So I don't think he and all believe what he was saying.
Yeah, but I honestly believe they mad. But international Trinidad and Tobago, when it comes to geopolitics, fresh U.S.-Iran strikes threaten regional stability. The United States launched fresh airstrikes on Iran yesterday after announcing the death of another American service member. While Iran retaliated by targeting U.S. allies Kuwait, Jordan, and Bahrain. Despite the renewed fighting, diplomatic efforts continued as Iran Interior Ministry traveled to Pakistan for talks aimed reviving the ceasefire. And I am saying, Lennox Smith, with this, anytime United States, how they're going back now to renew thing, not America, but Iran, run back now to Pakistan to see if they can get a renewed ceasefire scenes going. Anytime America is to send J.D. Vance there, or they is to go there themselves, they will be looked at as, to me, America look like a real clown. Because to me, to the outside looking in, Iran clung in America. And America is supposed to be what? The most powerful country in the world when it comes to military. They go organize and bend the knees to go back into talks again after Iran screwing it up that bad so long. Would you do that? Do you believe that if America is to go back into talks with Iran they now again about ceasefire thing, that America will look real weak, boy?
Well, I think the majority of the world will be looking at it in that context. But of course, America will seek its own interests. They have an election coming up. One, they have been, almost perpetually frustrated by the Iranians. Yes, they have been reduced, but not totally out. And from time to time, the limited capacity they have the sufficiency of lyrics, or should I say propaganda or narrative, in order to threaten international let's say the international oil industry and the tankers that would of course ply the route of the Gulf there, that they claim to control and that they have closed, even though the Americans say we are escorting vessels and we have a blockade, and therefore Iran is under strict constraints. But that doesn't stop the Iranians from getting their message out, and of course that has repercussions for insurers, the insurance companies. It have issues for the price of oil and gas and fertilizer. You understand what is happening here. So whilst of course the mighty United States may have the military prowess and the military potency, the use of propaganda, and now and then they're able, of course, to get maybe a drone through or a missile through, provides us a counterbalance, a counter scenario that has the rest of the world skeptical as to the success of the Americans, even though, I mean, strikes after strikes. I mean, it's dozens, hundreds of areas that have been struck trying to downgrade their military capability, and they still manage to still send out these little, let's say, threats that neutralizes in many minds across the globe of persons who believe that the United States are not doing well.
Okay then. Chandabago, why don't you just go for a break and come back? When we come back, the lines will be open to you while we will browse through the other headliners in and in between. But we want to know what's on your front burner. What's your headliner? What's supposed to make news that not making news? Right here on the number one program, talk show program on radio and podcast, The Ground Report. Talk City 91.1 FM. We'll be back.
I also gotta let you know, Andy, we have some great news. Today we're gonna be giving away 2 tickets for cricket. We have West Indies versus Pakistan at the Taruba first test match. So we have those 2 tickets to give away. Very simple question. A little later on in the show.
I'm sure people will look forward to that. Taruba, here we come.
Hey Michael, how you going? I ain't seen you these days.
I know, things get a little bit busy these days. Ever since I signed up for the small business package from TTT Radio Network, business really picking up.
Small business package? What's that?
It's an advertising package designed especially for small businesses. They work with your budget now, and help you reach more customers. I made one phone call and they handle everything. It's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Maybe I should sign up for the small business package.
But you ain't no business.
Who said? I in the business of minding my business.
Now, man, you mean in the business of minding people business?
Got a small business? Let TTT Radio Network help you grow with our affordable small business package designed to fit your budget and get your message heard. Call 628-4141 and speak with one of our sales representatives or send us an email at sales@ttt.co.tt today. The small business package. Big results for small businesses.
This back-to-school season, let's make sure no child gets left behind. TTT Limited is hosting its annual back-to-school drive for the less fortunate, and we need your help. Drop off the following stationery at TTT Limited, 11A Marval Road, from Monday 13th July to Tuesday 1st September. We're collecting book bags, lunch bags, notebooks, copybooks, pencil cases, pens, pencils, water bottles, and sanitary items. Every item you donate puts a smile on the child's face and a pencil in their hand. TTT Back to School Drive, 11A Marval Road. Drop off today because every child deserves a fresh start. TTT, we're here for you. Tune in to the Holy Trinity Cathedral program on Talk City 91.1 FM every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Mark your calendar. It's a great way to stay connected with the spiritual reflections, uplifting messages, and community updates right here with us on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The culture, the politics, the people, the talk.
This is Destra. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Time check. It's approximately 38 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. And as we stay with the geopolitics, and I hope America, whether this or that, don't go and negotiate nothing with them again. Just bomb down the whole place and done that. Just bomb down there, ding ding day thing, and just done that shop in this time, and it's going on too long. I starting to feel stressed out about that now. We got to stay to it. Andy Burnham sworn in as UK's Prime Minister. But here,
Yes,
what,
of
here
course,
what
we have a
Trinidad
call. We have a
Tobago-
call. We give way to the callers. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lennox.
Good morning to you, my friend.
And the miscreant in the studio.
But what did you call me?
Report for him. The miscreant man call you, but we gotta find out what that
Let me
meaning.
finish my contribution. Andy.
No. What you could do, Rupert. What you could do is you could apologize, and then you could finish. All right.
Yeah, because
That's the second time he did it.
I'm sure he's doing it in jest. Yeah, he doesn't mean it.
Go ahead, Rupert.
But go ahead, my friend.
Go ahead, Rupert.
Andy, let all on sundry know that you and Lennox, I know your first day on radio.
Yes,
Nobody is to attack you more than me.
Yes.
Right? Let them know. All your callers, I know all your first day on radio. And Andy, I want to say, Anderson, good morning, and Tabakit. Don't say good morning to CPU at all. There is a paralysis in your analysis in relation to Iran going to Pakistan for negotiation.
Yeah, me and what
Right.
Yeah, them could do that, but my analysis and my paralysis is that America do be learning, do go no talk, leave that alone and just continue and just bombard the whole place. And that's just me. Again, that's just my opinion. But you go ahead, Rupert.
Probably that's what you wanted to say, because like he has left us. But of course, there are other factors, variables. We understand now, and Trump did send a message to, in fact, call the head of China. I understand that they are providing some military support, at least material, to them, as well as Russia. And they are now looking at an overland route to supply the machinery or the administration there in Iran. So it's much more complex or complicated than we thought.
But what I mean, they're looking, which is what? Russia and China is looking for a land aspect to supply Iran with weapons?
Well, they are using third nations or third party elements to provide them with their military supplies. So it is becoming much more complex than we think. In addition to the fact that now that they don't have, with all the blockage and so on, their financial situation has deteriorated. But I understand that they are looking at a land route now to get to their customers on the Asian continent.
Right, but Lennox Smith, I will understand why Russia. I will understand why Russia will want to do something like that, which will be based on Russia will want to do something like that based on the whole Ukraine issue and how it is they are arming Ukraine, and they will also want to do that based on the fact the blockade only could benefit Russia or oil and gas massive industry. So Russia have been and then remember they did open the whole they did had a embargo on Russia when it coming to that. It stopped them from anybody being able to purchase things from Russia. Remember that to get open out.
Sanctions, yeah,
sanctions, right?
They have sanctions.
The sanctions, right? So Russia will benefit, but I'm not seeing China. Why China will be involved in wanting to arm Iran when China, as it was told to us by Donald Trump, have been the one need Iran because they take the majority of the oil and gas there.
Yeah. Well, again, is geopolitics because you remember you also have the BRICS arrangement where China, Iran would have been the recent, let's say, inductee into that. Of course, Brazil and about to India. Remember that, and they would have had some kind of arrangements, some kind of pact that they would have agreed on before the war started in terms of military supplies and so on. So I suspect that is one. In addition, we learned now that they are looking at a land route to continue to to trade. Whilst, of course, they are trying. Iran is that in this case is trying to block Saudi Arabia from having a pipeline access to the on land, and then of course to a port maybe on the Red Sea. So all of that is developing whilst we are speaking. So so I will take a very objective view of the situation. I would not take anything off the cards because Iran seemed to be a very wily one in terms of their insistence that they must defeat the Satan as far as they are concerned. These people are infidels, and it's not a question of laying down and dying, but we're going to find ways and means to survive, and that is what seemed to be happening with the regime in Iran. Let's go to the line. We have another call. Good morning. Welcome. Oh, sorry about that. Yes, so we will always pause for your cause. So the lines are open. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, me again.
Yes.
Go ahead.
They always have a land route from Tehran to China, and Tehran is connected to Russia also, so they have a land route also.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
even
that's what I
and
suspect.
they have a train system going from Tehran to China constantly, right? So the geopolitics is that China have $1 billion. That is in relation to the group that they form.
BRICS, yes.
Yeah, the BRICS. Remember, China have $1 billion, India have $1 billion, and there are Russia and Iran coming in. So that is what they call trade. It's about trade and economics. The war is about trade and economics. In the Strait and the Strait, which carries a certain percentage of the oil, Iran was shut down.
Because it mostly would affect the Europeans, which is not part and parcel of
because they
their...
have the land route.
Yeah.
So they could fight any war they want. Because they're the land route.
Yeah. That's why Trump started to talk about the bombing of bridges and roads and so on, because they realize that those assets, those utilities will, of course, aid them because of the land aspect and their proximity to all these countries that are major, quite apart from the BRICS arrangement and the de-dollarization of the trade arrangements, and so utilizing each other's currency rather than utilizing the American greenback, so to speak. So it's quite complex, Andy.
Yeah, really complex, boy. Wow. So, China, don't forget the lines are open to you. What's on your front burner this morning, eh? Yeah, what's supposed to make news that not making news? Right, so we dealt with that aspect, Lennox Smith. So the geopolitics, but what I wanted to think in a little bit is India, in Britain. They say that is 6 prime ministers, boy. And this one promised that real prime ministers in that.
They change prime ministers as we do on a weekly basis. Change clothes on a weekly basis. Yeah.
Because that was real funny, boy. Hey, look how much.
Yeah.
And all of them here it is. This one here, but why I get interested because he named Andy. So let me just go into Andy Bowman.
Burham, yes, Burham.
Yes, Andy Burham.
I almost like Graham Burham, right? Yeah.
And Andy Burham. Oh gosh, I ain't getting back that article. But which I will get it because it's how we talk now. He acknowledged that the 6 failed and he gonna make various changes and I say.
Well, all of them do. They have no choice, but they are in the hot seat, so to speak. But when they get there, the reality strikes in. The economic situation. I mean, the UK is slumping. I think India will take them over as the 7th, if not the 6th, largest economy in the world pretty soon, if they're not there already. And then, of course, they have some internal issues with respect to their own population and what they consider to be elements in this in the society that has triggered a sort of racist agenda. And then the party itself did not do well in the local government contest or elections, and that is why, by and large, his predecessor had to demit office.
Okay then. But we also seen here a Sealats man shot in the neck. A Sealats man remained warded in critical condition yesterday after he was shot by a gunman in the area.
I wasn't aware of that one at all. All right. But last night I found my composure to address the question of that triple murder right in Laventille there. And I had some people from not Beetham, but Picton and John with me. Thanks, Candice, for your intervention, activists up there, and you look at some of the crucial matters to try and solve that, particularly when one looks at the comments of the assistant commissioner talking about murders have been reduced, etc., which in fact is more of a wishful thinking or wishful list rather than the reality.
The TTPS is talking nonsense. In my book, the crime situation to me is very, very, very well out of hand in a bad way. But you have to find
alternatives. You have to find alternatives. And in my view, the alternatives are there. People have been engaged. It's just for them to focus. But of course, you have people who are egotistic and believe that somehow they have the panacea until it fails. So we have to wait in the wings whilst the community suffers and the nation suffers.
That will continue to fail. It will continue to fail because the TTPS executive are part of the crime problem in this country. It is what it is. Nothing could never be accomplished if they are part of the deterioration of law and order in this country. I'm seeing here, and you can tell me how in any way that the people of Trinidad and Tobago will benefit from this. Or is it that big business to big business is who will be benefiting from this? I'm seeing Anson McCall unveils US $500 million partnership with the IDB Invest. So
well, that is for Ansa McCall and their conglomerate and their many, should I say, businesses across the Caribbean, because that particular entity is part of the IDB, the Inter-American Development Bank, that provides to private sector entities that they consider once they have applied to them. In fact, I got an idea to probably apply myself because I want to set up a little business as well, and let's see if they will respond. But the 300 million US, I think that's
500 million US, boy.
500? All right. 500 million US.
Billion,
yeah, I think that. But of course, it is about expansion. It is about responding to the environment, climate change, the fact that the Caribbean is vulnerable to rising sea levels and the greenhouse effect that is currently engaging the world. And therefore, I think all of those factors and their reputation, I believe, would have attracted the bank to provide that kind of assistance to them financially. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we are seeing to Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange CEO Eva Mitchell shakes hands with West Indies Traders Managing Director Jade Gillett after signing the company's listing agreement at Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange. They are saying that the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange are doing well. Oh,
yeah, boy. Understand that is I should say provides a modicum, a small amount of confidence in the economy. So it shows that it's going in the right direction. When you have people investing on the stock exchange and and buying into companies, whether it be stocks or whether it be shares, and that augurs well. Of course, on the ground, last night we looked at that very extensively, and because there is no, let's say, watering of the ground, small businesses are folding up. And I'm talking here, I should say micro businesses, not small business in this case, but micro businesses are full up. The shops, the bars, the hawkers, the roadside vendors. These are the people that would be affected negatively with the absence of workers such as URP and so on, or should I say the pay package of workers such as URP, CPEP and so on, who would sustain and nourish these people, because you have a trust week, they will trust you, but they show you're getting paid. But when you have no pay to get, there is almost collapse, unless you could find a mechanism to replace that, to supplant that, achieving the objective that you would have set out, and that is to say, to eliminate essentially the corruption and nepotism and cronyism. But because there are those who are genuinely have to depend on projects such as these in order to put food on the table.
Nice. So I got back this interesting article here. Andy Burnham, sworn in as the UK Prime Minister. They say here Andy Burnham was sworn in as the British new Prime Minister yesterday, promising a 10-year plan to restore political stability, revive the economy, and ease the cost of a living crisis. Speaking outside number 10, speaking outside 10 Downing Street, after being appointed by King Charles III, Burnham pledged to decentralize power, strengthening public control over essential services, revitalizing industries, and ending street homelessness. But all of them just come in and talk so, boy.
I remember May is her name. I mean, she was. I mean, very articulate, very optimistic, very assurance emanating, and then at the end of the day, I think she would have been the shortest spell that any prime minister would have acquired that office in Great Britain. So let's see what he is going to do. And of course, you have the fellow with Indian heritage.
Yeah, that's
as
a
well,
big thing.
Yes.
And the bus too.
And he too had a short-lived stint as prime minister. So the scenario continues.
But what really caused that? Because I find that remind me.
No, but the British do not make joke. British do not make joke. So therefore, if it is that you say you're going to do something and you have not done it, they are going to respond electorally, because that's the power. Remember, that is the mecca of our current democracy, even that of the United States. Just that they shift a little bit, but certainly they are the ones that created what is called the Westminster system, which we have adopted, even though we are a republic now. But we have adopted that principle as well. They have a bicameral parliament where they have two houses, lower house, upper house, just as I say, which we emulated. And if you cannot deliver based on how the populations swing in terms of the promises that would have been made, then they send it through the chute. That's it.
Okay then. Well, we see here, the U.S. is to target Haitians' gangs' social media revenue. They're saying here the United States will soon move to stop violent gangs in Haiti from profiting from social media. U.S. envoy to the United Nations, Mike, made the announcement during a UN Security Council meeting yesterday. He is saying gang leaders have used online platforms to celebrate killings. Yes, to celebrate killings issuing threats and recruiting children by displaying cash and posting music videos. Wow.
Well, I see here in Trinidad, Pastor Dutton, he is expressing his concern, having regard, as we were saying on this program, and I'm being conservative here, some 13,000 young persons will be permanently leaving the secondary system this month, and they are now on holidays, but they have left the system altogether, and therefore provides a spawning ground for those elements who still pursue gang warfare and so on, and therefore provides a recruitment platform, these young people, for those persons who are so inclined, so that it is nothing different to what we are hearing in Haiti, in Trinidad, as far as Dutton is concerned.
Good morning. This is your CDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time, President of Guyana, Dr. Irfan Ali, has assured the public that a full and independent probe will be conducted into the MV Barima tragedy, even as efforts remain focused on saving lives, caring for survivors, and helping families mourning their loved ones. The passenger vessel issued a distress call late Saturday while en route to Port Kaituma. The government of Guyana confirmed on Monday that the death toll had risen to 10. In an update on Monday afternoon, President Ali described the tragedy as one of the most painful moments in the country's history and praised the extensive rescue effort involving emergency responders, volunteers, and community members.
Priority remains to protect every life that still can be saved, to support those who have endured unimaginable trauma and loss, to comfort grieving families, and to account for every person who remains unaccounted for. Every minute matters, every life matters, and every possible resource is being mobilized in pursuit of this mission.
The president also pledged transparency and accountability once rescue and recovery operations are completed.
I also assure the nation that there will be a full, thorough, and independent investigation into this tragedy. The families affected, and indeed the people of Guyana, deserve answers. They deserve to know precisely what transpired and whether any failures contributed to this heartbreaking event. We'll pursue the truth with transparency, impartiality, and accountability.
The government of Guyana has reported that around 1:30 p.m. on Monday, aggressive and coordinated actions by various stakeholders led to the positive identification of the location of the MV Barima. In other news, marking the spiritual commencement of this year's Pan-African Festival TT, the Emancipation Support Committee officially blessed the grounds of the Lidge Yasu Umawale Emancipation Village, themed Igniting African Consciousness, Dismantling Colonial Legacies. The annual ceremony included libation led by Elder Equino Moyo, a sacred African tradition that honors ancestors and symbolizes the connection between past, present, and future generations.
So through libation, we join with our ancestors. We actually become our ancestors. Without ancestor communion, there is no renewal. And the cycle of life is broken.
Emancipation celebrations are set to begin. Participants were encouraged to reflect on both their individual and collective responsibilities.
Understand what you do and what you fail to do, and what you do incorrectly to harm your community.
Elder Moyo stressed that African consciousness must be reflected not only in words and cultural pride, but also in meaningful actions that strengthen and uplift communities. In sport now, New Zealand have won a thriller in Barbados, beating the West Indies by just 1 wicket in the 4th ODI to clinch the 5-match series with a match to spare. After trailing early in the series, the Black Caps have now won 3 straight low-scoring battles, and none tighter than this one at Kensington Oval. Chasing 189 to win, New Zealand looked comfortable at 142 for 4 thanks to Mark Chapman's aggressive 80, but his wicket sparked a collapse, 5 down for just 47 runs. Captain Mitchell Santner survived a drop catch in the deep before steering his side home, finishing 34 not out. West Indies spinner Gurukesh Moti took 5 wickets in a losing effort. The dead rubber finale is a day-night clash at the same venue on Tuesday. And that's what's making the news at this time, but when we come back, it's the second hour of Trinidad and Tobago Today. Stay tuned.
We outside, exclusively on Talk City 91.1 FM. The men in maroon are coming home. It's the We Outside campaign, the 2026 international home season for the West Indies men's cricket team. And the final leg of the home season takes place right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Talk City 91.1 FM is proud to hold the exclusive radio broadcast rights for the 2-match test series between the West Indies and Pakistan from July 25th to July 29th. History will be made as the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba hosts its first ever international test match, a landmark moment for cricket in Trinidad and Tobago. Then the action shifts to the iconic Queen's Park Oval for the second test from August 2nd to the 6th. Every session, every wicket, every century, every moment. Follow the West Indies, the men in maroon, as they battle Pakistan in a historic test series. We outside, exclusive ball-by-ball coverage, updates, analysts, and commentary only on Talk City 91.1 FM, the home of cricket conversation. Talk City 91.1 FM, where the men in maroon live.
We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. Shaking, shaking.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Hey Michael, how you going? I ain't seen you these days.
Oh, things get a little bit busy these days. Ever since I signed up for the small business package from TTT Radio Network, business really picking up.
Small business package? What's that?
It's an advertising package designed especially for small businesses. They work with your budget now, and help you reach more customers. I made one phone call and they handle everything. It's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Maybe I should sign up for the small business package.
But you ain't no business.
Who say? I in the business of minding my business.
Now man, you mean in the business of minding people business?
Got a small business? Let TTT Radio Network help you grow with our affordable small business package designed to fit your budget and get your message heard. Call 628-4141 and speak with one of our sales representatives or send us an email at sales@ttt.co.tt today. The small business package. Big results for small businesses.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
The frequency of fearless conversation, 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. Time check. It's a 9 minutes past the hour, about 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. I'm say a pleasant good morning to all the drivers, all my drivers. Hey, Boise Macano, a pleasant good morning to you, Malcolm X, all of you that are locked on. Arish, Ramnarain, deceased Mr. Ramnarain, son and wife that are locked on. A pleasant good morning to you all. Big Ram, your wife, all of you that are locked on, good morning. Dave and Deborah, good morning to you all. Bellman down there, pleasant good morning to you, Bellman. Silver Fox out there in Tobago. Many of you that we're not hearing, Mr. Tunapuna, many of you that we are not hearing these days, good morning, but I know you all are listening. Good morning to each and every one of you. What else we have in the headliners there that we can touch on? Because it seems like a lot of people don't have any headliners or news that's supposed to make news that not making news. Like a lot of people really like they don't have. So let's continue there digging in deep. You know, in those corner back pages that have all kind of goodies that really don't get discussed. Let me see this voice note here. Let me see this here. Oh boy.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, next Michael Smith. Andy, I want to talk about this thing with MTS and the retirees and money, right? And the MTS finding money to employ people, security and maintenance, and the retirees for 2 and 3 years home can't get sent yet. So, and you don't know what the problem. You understand? Every day next month. You understand? But they're finding money to employ new workers, so they're paying them. If you have no money, employ people. They employ hundreds when they can come. And you can't pay off the retirees home 2 and 3 years. Thank you very much.
That's bad. A lot of people are talking about that. MTS, why are you employing people still? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And you're owing people money. It don't work so. So the same way we're finding money to organize to pay new people. You need to find the money to pay the people you own. Like bad business, I find all they're supposed to organize, form a group and carry the MTS to court. But when they do that, well, I don't think it will end up like that under this government. Or this government is not like a PNM government, whereby people had similar issues dealing with the education facility, whereby the PNM government rack it up. They put it into receivership. I think that is who put it into receivership.
Nah, they dissolve it all the time.
The whole thing.
They went to court and they dissolved they went to have it dissolved, yes.
But let us explain why they really look into this MTS thing. But I'm not saying that if people just sue, better to just sue and try to get the money. Are you seeing this present government dissolving the whole MTS because of that?
No. What I can say, however, because of the multiple and many issues that they would have of necessity to address at this point in time, that may not be one that would have reached their radar. And what I suggest, as you did, is to, instead of course, well, yeah, you have the option of going to court, and anybody can, but you can also form yourself into some grouping and attract the attention of the relevant authority. In this case, maybe the Minister of Finance, who has control of the financial wallet of the country, and then the authorities, of course, of MTS and the relevant minister. Who is that minister? Parat? I'm not certain. Okay. Right. So attract his attention and see whether or not you can get some traction towards the resolution of this long outstanding matter, because clearly if you are a retiree, it means therefore you have to be, and you are owed, then you must be paid.
Yeah, but then my big question will be how much
have to have strategy in order to do it.
Well, but my big question will be how much attention they need to attract again, because they have been attracting this, talking about this since the last administration to now. So and I sure this is well established out there that the state is owing MTS workers that retired. They owing them the money.
Well, they have to find ways to get more aggressive because, as I said, the present administration and the respective ministries would have inherited certain outstanding matters. Every single ministry you heard since the new government came into office has something outstanding. The Attorney General Department, the social development. They just, of course, amortize a $17 million debt under the Children's Authority. For the Children's Authority, every single ministry. So therefore, is a matter of priority. Yeah.
So the former
they
government
have to find a way to organize themselves so as to make themselves relevant and to attract the priority that they believe their cause is.
Wow. So the former government of Trinidad and Tobago, led by Stuart Young and Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, leave every ministry broken and owing workers and contractors and service people in every way then. Every way. And
it is contrary to what they inherited. Remember in 2015, when the then Minister of Finance, Colm Imbert, was doing an evaluation as to what he inherited, what he met, he went on to say that, listen, the Ministry of Sports, for example, they have money there that the last administration, meaning that the Kamala Prasad Bisesa then administration, wasn't able to spend, and he has to find a way now to not to spend it and to make adjustments so you could spread the money into other areas. You're not hearing that in this particular instance. The 12 to 14 billion that was in reserve, it has dwindled to about 4 to 5 billion that the present administration inherited. The Heritage and Civilization Fund was, of course, invaded, for want of a better term, some 3, 4, 5. You never could tell times. Of course, we will know all of that when the next budget cycle reaches us and the statement is made. But the fact is, I'm saying that it's a totally different time, and so people have to paddle their own canoe, so to speak, and let themselves sit on their own bottom, so to speak.
No. Well, I don't like the phrases that you're using because, again, if I work, I want to be paid, and I don't want to hear no sad stories about who leave money, who in this, who in that, who in the other. By law, all they owing me. All they owing me. Right now, all they infringing my constitution.
And that is a fact, but you have to find ways to attract attention. We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, originally from Tobago, but I'm enterprise here, right?
Okay.
My big sister fighting us from Upper 6th Avenue, Malice, and my mother house abandoned. And I want your number, I want all the number to call all the office because we're going to start canceling on Enabo.
All right, call 366-3053 based on the situation. I will put you on to Lennox Smith. 366 3053.
3053.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
thank you. In Jesus' mighty name.
Right, but after the program, to call it.
I love you about, son. I'm an elderly too, eh? You know what I love about you?
What?
You remind me of my son in Tobago. He minded dogs.
Yes, he minded dogs. You're like big bad dogs.
Yes.
Malcolm Jones. Sorry, Malcolm X. Sorry, I say Malcolm Jones. Malcolm X, if you can call me maybe around Thursday, Friday, so we can make the necessary arrangements as was disclosed by the minister yesterday to see if we can get an audience to address some of these issues.
Yeah, but try to get a meeting at least before, well, you're going to talk about before the 30th for me now. Try to get that meeting. The 30th is next week, Thursday. If I can get a meeting, we say Monday, Tuesday, because I want to be a part of that meeting for various reasons.
Yeah, well, I want to work on it over the weekend. So I think, based on what you have said and your concern, I think it may well fit into your own agenda.
Yeah. I have a good when me and you maybe we go talk on why and what, but very important. Anyhow, let me continue here. Ole. Let's continue. Let me play this next voice note here. Oh boy, she says she son like dogs, eh? Yeah. You're nice pit bull like me, eh? But I only hope they're bad like me, you know. He's a bad pit bull.
You reminds her of him.
Yeah. Hey, but I only hope you have some good pit bull long there. Go ahead.
Mikey, Lennox, and Andy. Well, Andy, you're absolutely right. I mean, we reach a stage now where murders is just like, getting something to eat in the morning is a normal thing. But again, one of the things that everybody, might be against of, and I stand corrected, but let me do the right thing, in my humble opinion. And when people get caught with guns and all these things, make it an automatically 10 years without bail. 10 years without bail, and then you will have an opportunity to present your case and all things. So they put just locking you up. If you want to go 100 people in one cell as well, guys, so be it.
Yeah, well, I kind of want to agree with you, but I had to kind of disagree with you. Whereby we had to be very cautious in how we go about that kind of aspect, because we have a rogue police service that people don't have confidence in, that we all attach to being part of the crime situation in Trinidad and Tobago. And if, let me say, one of them want your wife, they could come and pin a gun on you, and it's 10 years, them going and hire your wife for you, no partner. 10 years while you're in each cell there, you only hear and she calling your name. So, partner, Lennox Smith, do you agree with me?
There is a fundamental principle here that we can apply, that it is better than 100 guilty persons get away than you incarcerate or you convict one innocent person. I mean, and that is reality, because we are human beings. The magistrates, the judges, the systems are managed and manned by human beings, and mistakes are going to be made. And what you don't want is to have those persons who may be innocent find themselves in a situation that was designed for those that are guilty. But because we are human beings, you can't determine that. You have to have some objective mechanism, which of course is ventilated through the court procedure and so on, in order to determine guilt. And if it is that you are not guilty and you're subjected to that, you will understand how broken the system could easily become.
Yeah, and just to add it to strengthen my argument, a caller, remember we have the thing called resisting arrest and obscene language that the police has used to their advantage. Remember too, we also have a lot of allegations, and we see case proven whereby police have been walked with old guns and placed on people after shooting up a vehicle or after thing, and they will put guns, will put a firearm in vehicles and all them things. We have that, and it's a precedent that have been set whereby that have been proven to. So I ain't saying nothing wrong. So we can't afford to do that at all, because Noel, that your name Noel, you'll be just hearing your wife bawling, Noel, where are you? Where are you? Look, the officer is home. Where are you? 10 years you're going away for. So rethink and come at a better plan for me than Noel, boy. Yeah. Rethink.
In fact, Andy, there is a report right now from the Inter-American Commission for Human Rights. That is the commission that the persons who would have been on death row would apply to, and then because over the 5-year period and the Pratt and Morgan Jamaican case, it will be considered to be cruel and inhumane punishment, and therefore they may commute your sentence to a lifetime rather than having a date with the hangman. But there's a report now that speaks to states of emergencies across the Caribbean, and Belize and Jamaica was in fact mentioned, and in one instance there was a case.
Calls online, eh? When
Quickly, there was a case against the Jamaican Attorney General where the court said that something like 17 states of emergencies were unconstitutional. But we'll go into a little more details with that because it is relevant to us. Good morning.
Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you. Welcome to the Grung Report. Right here on Talk City.
Good morning, people. Good morning, Lennox Smith and the others.
Good morning.
I want to say this. And this, and that's called Trump is one. And two, if this Syrian fellow, how they call him, that he should be right where they put him. He should remain right there. The Syrian fellow that the whole, he should be right there. And Jack Warner with white collar crime, he should be in America. No laws in Trinidad at all. 29 charges Jack Warner has, and he should be in America. One. And two is, the Syrian fellow, the Blue Waters man, he should be right where they put him first. That's two. Three, the government now in power. Everybody wants something as this government go. 70 years PNM was here when it had money. You're here in PNM constituency want nothing. But as this government go do nothing in their constituency. So their constituency want nothing at all. PNM do nothing in their constituency. So only this government go and meet this country in a mess, let it straighten out a little, and all you will get things. There is nothing. We would have pensioners, would not even have pension. We would have to pay property tax. They would have raised like the water rate. Oh God, all you give the government a chance. Give Alexander a chance too. The commissioner of police working. All the mess where we leave with the bandits here in Trinidad, they have to take time to clean it up. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. While I'm just going through some of those social media comments, go ahead, next caller. Pleasant good morning to you and welcome to the Grung Report right here on Talk City.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Nice.
Hey, controversy. What is very controversial you're coming with this morning?
I was with her granny just now there, right? She's saying when PNM was there, they ain't getting nothing, right? But when UNC come, everybody wants. But remember, if Andy Williams, you promise me, when I come, things will get better. Taxes will cut. Remember, these are the things you was telling me. Your life will be better. Remember, PNM come out straight and tell you tighten your belt. So we know what was supposed to be expected from the PNM. If the PNM was there, we had to tighten the belt. But if you come and you promise me now that my life will be better, taxes will be going down, right? Instead they come and do the opposite, where taxes going up. Businesses' taxes going up, my taxes go up, but penalties went up when it was clamoring for penalties to go down. Now I'm saying it's going right up or wherever, right? Well, that is what people will want, and that's what people will get angry for. Yes, they're there just for a year, but remember you promised me these things, whether it was a PNM or a UNC. You promised me these things, and now if when you promise me these things and I put you there, and you're not giving me, that will be the problem. But remember, UNC did come out and tell the people, tighten your belt, so they foresee that, pressure in the camp. But no, you didn't say that. You come and say prosperity and wealth and everything. So this is why the people would want to say, we want this. You promised me this. I give it to you, and I cannot get it.
So when you use the geopolitics of Britain, whereby it's about 67 prime ministers so far based on people coming in and promising and the expectations not being delivered, is what causing the massive change of prime ministers so fast. So could we use the same comparison in a way whereby you are saying, well, here it is, whether PNM was there, however it go, you come in and you said when UNC win, everybody win, and that you will drop prices and this and that, and that the lack of living up to the promises that was made, people will be angry. But would you not leave a little room, knowing that when they do come in, they could have given the present status of the economy and the money, which you heard Lennox
Right.
Smith mentioned that all the ministries owing, all the ministries broken, it have no money, all over thing. Would you not say, well, you give them a little time based on getting the oil refinery back up and running, getting gas, we see the steel mill, somebody interested in opening back that, whereby we could get some 1 or 2 industries up and running. Would you not say, well, let's give them at least a year again and see in 2020, the later part of 2027? Or would you say, well, to hell with that, here it is. You promise me, all you have no money, deliver now. What says thou?
Yeah, it come like, I would say that you see how the Great Britain, but we see our thing ain't set up for nothing like that, right? When, remember, if Great Britain people stand up, they stand up. Trinidad people don't stand up for nothing. If Trinidad people was to really stand up to a government, now any government, the PNM or UNC, if the people was to stand up and demand what they want, things would be different in the country, but we don't have the laws for those things. And the people in Trinidad is a happy people. They're in ready business. They will take the pressure from whoever government there and wait 5 years unless the government decide, here, well, I can't take it no more, let me call early elections. But they will just stay there and take and wait for the elections. And then when the next government come in, boy, they didn't have no money. Because the same thing when PNM come in the last time, they say UNC leave with no money, and yes, it had money there. The same thing UNC will come and say, look, PNM leave with no money, and the money was there. And as you rightly say, if they come out and say, here, what, this is the state of, they wouldn't do it one time, they wait until the budget thing, and still that budget is a waste of time for me, because all they just estimate a budget. A budget is something that's estimated, and all they estimate is big budget, only deficit go low, and then next year when the budget comes, you know what, we didn't make this revenue, it was an estimate, and we just going into more debt, and more debt, and more debt, because a simple thing like the salaries for the people, yes, they raise the salaries, yet they can't get them no back pay, right? If you didn't raise it, let me say, you went over the 4%, and you say, well, 8%, and we could give you the back pay, or whatever. And everybody would be happy, right? Nobody didn't want the 4%. I know I will say that 4% was too low, right? But they get the salary raise. But now they wait on the back pay. Nobody making a big fuss right now, right? Nobody make the waiting, as you say. Everybody's waiting patiently. But remember, what we would call the middle class people, they could afford to wait. Right? Because remember, right now we say we are not rich and poor, but I still say we have a little middle class, right? And I think the middle class could afford to probably wait. But you see the lower end of the scale, these people cannot afford to wait. These are the people that won't stick. Remember, when you come into government, I lost my job on the lower end, and I have to look for another job, because all they gave me no other job, and when all they do give some, it's over 10, 30,000, or they give 1,600 people jobs. So the rest had to be on their own and find a way.
All right. Well, your contribution is well noted. Hafiz D. Mohammed is saying, so caller, let me just take that there. Two, I'll take one from Facebook, one from YouTube. I'll engage here. Hafiz D. Mohammed is saying, so caller, you want everything right now. So remember, they did not get any money from the treasury hole. Let me go to the next person here. Just School on YouTube is saying, does Mr. Controversy even have a brain? What says thou?
Okay. Sometimes I think these people who just ask if somebody have a brain, they themselves can't even comprehend what somebody is saying, because they could only see UNC and PNM, right? I am saying no people have to wait, right? We see in the middle class, this is what I'm saying, the middle class and upper class, they mightn't have a problem. So they could wait for the 2 years, right? Where things could get better. But we're talking about the lower end of the scale. These people can't wait. These people want to see the grocery prices drop. Right now, manufacturing is going up and up. And the ULMs yourself is going to grocery, I sure. Lennox is going to grocery. And every time you go in the groceries at different prices, things going up and up. Everything in the groceries is going up. And these are the things people don't care about. Road pave and as much as if you could go in the grocery and get some food, Where if you go in the gas station, you get lower gas price, These are the things you have to look for what the lower end of people want. right?
Okay.
This is what we had to get, what the lower end. We ain't studying the pave road. We know that pressure to pave our road. All right, we taking it all these years. We go handle that. We want water. Let's come and give me water. Water for all. These are things people want to see. I ain't see so far or noted. I don't know if you see anything happening with water yet.
All right, so before you go, because you have to go now, we have to cut your contribution, but before you go, David Ragunanan is saying controversial, you and your biased contribution. Why you enact your thieving PNM government to return the country's matrimony, so I think it's patrimony or matrimony, your mouth blight. They say your mouth is blight. Very good.
As I say, Andy, it's only PNM and UNC. And if he have knowledge of the PNM taking the people money and going with it and putting it in pockets, he can carry it to the police, carry it to the ministers and let them deal with it. I don't have that evidence. If you have that evidence as well, let them do the investigation and let whoever to go to jail or whoever do it. If they have to take back PNM big house or whatever the building they because it's fraud or whatever, they could go ahead and do it. Remember, I always say, I am not a PNM, I am not a UNC, right? I am no part of none of these parties. I belong to no party, right? I belong like you, Andy, for the people. And where you see wrong is wrong, wrong is wrong. And you know that will come a controversy because sometimes, we will give the UNC all the praises when they do something right, and we will damn them for when they do something wrong, when they're not going right. We call a spade. And that's how I feel. If the UNC people feel everything the UNC do is correct, that's their feeling, that's their opinion. I am not that person. Right? There are things the UNC doing wrong, and I just come out and tell them, I just give Jackie jacket when the UNC doing wrong. Well, I'm independent. If they feel have to wear the UNC jersey, right? That's their business. So they can say what, right?
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Controversy. Hey, give me that sign, Snipes, because right after that we have to go for that needed break and come back. And then you mentioned we have some tickets to give away to the cricket that at the Brian Lara Academy. Oh boy! So give me that sign there.
Expand your vocabulary, sharpen your mind. It's the word of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Yes, indeed. Of course, a very, very interesting discussion that we had to break temporarily. Yes, indeed, it is that time. Two persons call in. You give me a word, test my vocab, stay on the line. Just in case, of course, I am unable to give you the meaning. And then, of course, I will give my word of the day, and the exercise would have been completed. We prefer to have 3 words rather than the 5 and 6 as well. I know this segment is getting very popular, but we'll try to constrain it to both in terms of the time and the number. Simply because people.
But while we are waiting on those words which they will call in this popular segment, I would I know what it is Rupert had said this morning is something bad, but I really know what it meant now. So would you be able to tell us what it is? Because Snipes had demand an apologies, and it's only fair that we give people the breakdown and exactly because he did laugh and apologize.
Well, strictly speaking, a miscreant is a criminal.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I know
that he meant is either he probably doesn't know the meaning of it himself, or it sounds good and therefore but he knows that it's something that is
Rupert does know the
derogatory.
meaning. Rupert does know the meaning. He's just pulling our legs, you know.
Yeah, that's what I said. He meant it in jest, right?
No, I honestly didn't looking at as a criminal. I say he might be saying he's some kind of yeah. So a miscreant is a criminal.
Hello,
welcome.
Yeah. Good morning.
A pleasant good morning, Andy,
morning.
Mr. Lennox, and Director Snipes. Mr. Lennox, the word of today is angular. It's an adjective.
Angular.
Annular.
Annular.
A-N-U-L-A or L-E-R?
No, A-N-N-U-L-A-R.
Has to do, I don't know the words specifically, but certainly from my understanding of annu, it would mean something to do with date, time, and annular, meaning that occurring every year.
shape forming a ring.
Okay.
Let me use it in a sentence for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
During an annular solar eclipse, the moon passed directly in front of the sun and left a glowing ring of fire visible.
How you spell it?
Annular. It's an adjective.
Yes. All right, okay. All right.
You learn something again, Lennox Smith.
Of course. Shape like a ring. All right, okay. Yeah, annular. All right. Okay, something like, that light that you see the head of Jesus Christ sometimes. There's a term for it.
But we never see that. What are you talking about? You gotta give you we never see no
Gentlemen,
light.
and have an extra. Have a contribution. I'll call back.
Okay.
Wait, no, I don't go in detail. Only I don't go in detail. He says something like the light where they see over your head with Jesus Christ shine. What is that you're telling me about?
It is called, yes, it is called a particular name. I'll get it.
Oh, because anybody see that light is because they're already on the way to meet Jesus. So nobody can remain to tell me about that light at all.
Oh God, you see me, you're fuzzing me thinking pattern, man. Leave me alone now. Chips, man. You're confusing me for.
All right, let me take a call here on this side here, boy. Oh,
I'll get it before this segment finish, I'm sure. Go ahead, caller. We have another one?
Yes, caller, go ahead.
Annular.
Go ahead. Take it here.
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Lennox. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm not Tuesday, but I like that one. You guys call and give Lennox some kind of wood something.
Yeah. It expands, yes.
Babool and things. But Lennox, how guy is doing this one?
Go ahead.
And when I first I like to take in a sentence. Lackadaisical.
Okay. Lackadaisical. Well, there's somebody who is tardy, somebody who really is not paying attention to what he has to do, etc. Words to that effect. Am I all right there? Right, okay.
Yes, you are. And
go ahead.
The sentence I would like to put that phrase in this morning is that the Western police station and also the Transit Authority are feeling lackadaisical when it comes to my matter is real prudent and crucial. Thank you, and
yes, indeed. All right, okay. So, we have had annular, and we have had lackadaisical, and my word would be abominable, meaning evil, meaning wicked, meaning someone who really and truly doesn't conform to moral and ethics.
You're taking one
and we also have miscreant, which is the bad thing. That means a criminal.
Yes, a criminal.
Yeah.
A miscreant. A criminal. I will take. All right, let's take another one. That will make it 4. I know my friend will be annoyed with me for taking another one, but I think we should. Good morning. Let me hear.
Yes. Thank you.
We ought to take one more on my side too, right after.
Love
Good.
humor. My word is obnoxious.
Hold on, Miss Santa Cruz.
Obnoxious, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody who's awful, somebody who is disrespectful, obnoxious.
Right, let's take one more on my side here now. Santa Cruz, you go
No,
ahead.
wait, she wants to give us a sentence.
Oh, just hold on, Miss Santa Cruz. She want to give us a sentence.
And my humor in it is one day a boy told his girlfriend, "Oh, honey, you smell obnoxious." She said, "That's perfume."
That is an exercise in malapropism. Yeah. A big word.
Go ahead,
That's
Andy.
the only meaning. All right, okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All I'm going to say for that call is, oh, socks. Go ahead, Miss Santa Cruz.
My word of the day is pleonasm. Pleonasm. Can I give you the meaning?
That's it. Spell
Let me
the
hear,
word for me.
let me hear Lennox know it.
P what?
Pleon.
Mm-hmm.
EONASM.
God, but you're talking fast. OSM?
ASM.
Or ASM?
Yeah.
ASM. Let me see. Plurism. No, so I thought you were talking about more than one pluralism. I would have thought it was, but go ahead. No, I don't know.
No, it's pleonasm. The use of more words than are necessary in a sentence.
Let me hear it again.
The use of more words than are necessary to convey a message.
A message. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Right?
I'm
When
sure.
people-
Would you like to give us a sentence?
Yeah.
You know,
Give us a
Would you like-
sentence.
you know,
Give us a sentence.
sometimes people say, and especially Bellman always saying that they take a bucket of words to say a spoonful of thoughts. Well, that is it. Too many words are not necessary to convey a message.
All right.
Do you know anyone that does that regularly?
Oh gosh, Nigel, you want to nail me to the cross this morning. Later.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Santa Cruz.
Andy, he's referring to you. with all them names, you just had to talk of every morning. So it had to be you.
Gentlemen, we have to go for a break.
Yeah, you have to go for a break, of course. And when we come back, more. Oh boy.
We also want to give away those tickets. Would you like to do it in this hour or in the next hour, Andy? Or Lennox?
Let me give away those tickets in the next hour.
All right, no problem. Let's go for the break.
All right. I had to go back to school. Let me take a look at those words that I got today. All right. So we go for the break.
Did you reiterate the words?
One of which I didn't catch, so I'll have to. I'll have to think. But of course, abominable, annular, obnoxious, and I didn't get the last one from Miss Santa Cruz because I know it from with a different word, so I need to check that. But go ahead.
Hey, Michael, how you going? I ain't seen you these days.
I know things get a little bit busy these days. Ever since I signed up for the small business package from TTT Radio Network, business really picking up.
Small business package? What's that?
It's an advertising package designed especially for small businesses. They work with your budget now, and help you reach more customers. I made one phone call and they handle everything. It's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Maybe I should sign up for the small business package.
But you ain't no business.
Who say? I in the business of minding my business.
Now, man, you mean in the business of minding people business?
Got a small business? Let TTT Radio Network help you grow with our affordable small business package designed to fit your budget and get your message heard. Call 628-4141 and speak with one of our sales representatives or send us an email at sales@ttt.co.tt today. The small business package. Big results for small businesses.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TN-Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact TN-Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At TN-Tech, safety is our priority. TN-Tech, the power to make it work.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here. Yo, stamina energy. Still what I'm gonna energy. Still what I'm gonna energy is the drink to keep me pumping, baby. To keep me moving. To keep me grooving. To keep me pumping. All night and day. Energy right. So go all night. It's stamina energy that give me life.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion.
Available now in strawberry lemonade. Only 5 calories. Pure energy.
TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This hurricane season, be prepared. A hurricane tip from the TTT Limited Media Network. If a storm were approaching tomorrow, would you have everything you need? Every household should have an emergency kit containing essential supplies. Include bottled water, non-perishable food, flashlights, batteries, a battery-powered radio, medications, first aid supplies, phone chargers, important documents, and some cash. Don't forget, special items for infants, elderly relatives, and pets if they are part of your household. Building your kit doesn't have to happen all at once. Add a few items each week and you'll be prepared before the season reaches its peak. A little preparation today can make a big difference tomorrow. This hurricane season, be prepared. That was a hurricane tip from the TTT Limited Media Network.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TN-Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact TN-Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At TN-Tech, safety is our priority. TN-Tech, the power to make it work.
We outside, exclusively on Talk City 91.1 FM. The men in maroon are coming home. It's the We Outside campaign, the 2026 international home season for the West Indies men's cricket team. And the final leg of the home season takes place right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Talk City 91.1 FM is proud to hold the exclusive radio broadcast rights for the two-match test series between the West Indies and Pakistan from July 25th to July 29th. History will be made as the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba hosts its first ever international test match, a landmark moment for cricket in Trinidad and Tobago. Then the action shifts to the iconic Queen's Park Oval for the second test from August 2nd to the 6th. Every session, every wicket, every century, every moment. Follow the West Indies, the men in maroon, as they battle Pakistan in a historic test series. We outside, exclusive ball-by-ball coverage, updates, analysts, and commentary only on Talk City 91.1 FM, the home of cricket conversation. Talk City 91.1 FM, where the men in maroon live.
We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. Shaking.
At the Barakpur Dow Foundation, we're committed to empowering lives through Islamic education, practical skills training, academic support, and compassionate community service. Our Islamic program all age groups include fiqh, tafsir, tajweed, Islamic studies level 1 to 3, and Qori and Hifz classes for both males and females. Build valuable life skills with our vocational courses in electrical installation, plumbing, welding, sewing, and cakes and pastries. Students can also benefit from our SCA, CSEC, and remedial classes designed to support academic success. Our commitment extends beyond the classroom through community outreach initiatives such as hamper drives, feeding the needy, housing and medical assistance, street dawah, hospital visits, and free counseling services for all ages. So whether you're seeking knowledge, learning a trade, excelling academically, or looking for support, the Barakpur Dow Foundation is here for you, serving the Creator for the common good.
The frequency of fearless conversation. 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked! Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. Time check, it's approximately 8 minutes to the hour of 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Let me say a pleasant good morning to all of you. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Rafi, aka Postman.com. And Rafi out in Marbella, a pleasant good morning to you all. Yes, I'm just very interested on social media here. You're seeing controversy going across on social media, making it clear that he's not a PNM, he's not a UNC. He said he like
but he didn't make it clear here.
Yeah.
He didn't make it clear here. Yeah,
so they having a lot of nice back and forths though. Real nice.
Well, one would expect that. He is, of course, living up to his name, is sobriquet, controversial. But just in case, let me just say that word that I wanted to get earlier, Andy, was halo. That's a a circle of light that normally depicts Jesus Christ with over his head. It's called a halo. Yeah, and it's the same. It has a similar meaning to annular, circular, right? And gave yes. So halo, a halo, HALO.
All right. So on a Friday when you go there to dance and things like last week day, when the person show you the phone and show you dancing and want to learn that dance, did you on that day see a halo over somebody head in that place there or something?
No, he might have seen a halo over mine. All right. So that means, and of course, I still have to find out to confirm Miss Santa Cruz is. What I know is verbosity and or hyperbole or hyperbolic, meaning that, of course, exacerbated language, but that word doesn't seem familiar to me. Miss Santa Cruz, you can send for me on my WhatsApp because I think I might have had the wrong spelling.
Oh, morning, caller.
That being as may, let's go to the lines. Good
go
morning.
Ahead, caller.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning, Andy, Uncle Lennox, Snipe, Trinidad and Tobago. As we say in Jesus' name, we love each other. Andy, the best contribution I ever hear in the longest while, brother. But controversy, well done, well said, brother. But you know what I would like to say? Near going there, I'd like to hear. Andy, do you know that the procurement office have a lot of contracts before on the desk right now? The government is waiting for approval to push things forward. Do you know, Andy, that the Minister of Finance and the Prime Minister, on the meetings, they say that the last cabinet meeting and all, because mainstream media is not carrying the message of the government. They say that when the PNM asks them where they get the money from, they say they're going to cut corruption. And there is no set of cash flow in the country. They will take the corruption out and get money to run this country. The GDP and the debt is in hand. With the money, the set of outstanding loans that the last finance minister leave in this country for we to pay. You have to focus most of your money on debt paid because we have a lot of debt to pay all now, which is due. Refinancing and negotiation is going on to refinance the debt of the country. The PNM mischief makers is making it seem as though that this government is failing. The workers who in the new program, I want to ask you, Andy, do you know that when it reached for payment, the approval to get the checks and then printed, it had discrepancy like the spelling of the people's name, the ID card number, the signature. Who is making the mischief and not properly checking the people, names and ID card and the signature to submit it? It had to follow the process where it had to go through to get payment. Now we hear in there in the press conference talking about people getting paid. So when the PNM making mischief to say that you're getting work and releasing work, right? And as a set of red tape we have to fight up with. Nobody is talking about that. The revenue stream is being delivered through the Ministry of Finance in critical points. And we're going forward, but yet still a lot of people shutting it down. Because when they ask farmers to come up, they're trying to get farmers to get this economy going. The non-oil sector, check with revenue stream from energy. They privatize everything. It's only taxes and check how much of them production now they cut back on it. Eh? So we revenue streams drop, we debt the GDP is up. So what we must do, give up and say give back the PNM for property tax and the TTRA, which plenty of them calling for.
Thank you.
But you see, good governance.
Thank you very much, Mr. Faisabad. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
The That man talking a lot of crap. She promised, but she didn't promise to give it to her right away. She come in there, but she meet an empty treasury, everything clean out. The rats that was there before they clean it out, tell all the tighten all the bed because they was coming to take all of the sea inside of there. So, and now he's saying she should give it to them right away. So that she come in there, right? She did a lot already for the year, which is a lot she did for a person who can't have the money to handle. So what he's talking there, you says a little bit of common sense if you have any now. You all have a good day.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
So what we're going to do is wait for the 8 o'clock news. It's about in 30 seconds or so.
But I think Mr. Controversial look for that because, I mean, I too was a bit concerned as to why would you talk almost immediate, almost as soon as you get into office. Even getting into office is a process that requires time. So the time factor must be included in whatever evaluation to come to the conclusion as to when delivery can take place. And I really and truly at the beginning, at least, of his presentation, I didn't get that at all. And of course, that is not being realistic or being human because you must factor in the question of time. We go for the news, and when we come back, more.
Oh, boy.
Good morning. This is your CDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. As England's leadership passes to Prime Minister Andy Burnham, political scientist Professor Hamid Ghani examines the key developments that led to this significant political transition.
The very interesting thing is that Andy Burnham was not a member of Parliament, so that an MP who had some difficulties politically stepped down and created a vacancy in a northern constituency. And Andy Burnham contested the by-election, and then what happened is that the orchestration took place within the Labour Party, and all of a sudden he won the by-election, and then the next thing you know, he put himself up to become leader of the party. No one challenged him. He got the leadership of the party unopposed, and here he is.
Prime Minister Burnham, in his maiden speech, outlined plans for a 10-year agenda for England's future. However, Professor Hamid Ghani warns that implementing the plan could pose challenges to political stability.
The political plan is likely to invite commentary from the other parties in the parliament who may say, well, look, you know, your mandate is for 5 years from 2024, and this business of a 10-year plan that you want to map out may invite calls for a general election.
Professor Ghani said the scope of the proposed plan may be overly ambitious and could prompt opposition parties to call for an election, arguing that the electorate should have the opportunity to decide on such far-reaching long-term proposals for the country's future. In other news, soca and calypso stars Nyla Blackman and Terry Lyons are expanding their carnival portfolios ahead of Carnival 2027, this time stepping into the world of fashion. On Sunday, the duo unveiled their Carnival and Monday wear collections, created in collaboration with RC Mass, showcasing their creative talents beyond the stage.
It feels so, honestly, I'm lost for words because it's been so many years in the making, really crafting and having a band that I'm proud of. And every time I've worked with my band over the years, I want to say salon, soca origins, and refined and just made something I'm truly proud of. So tonight being able to launch the experience for the very first time officially means a big one for me.
Soca superstar and 2026 National Calypso Monarch Terry Lyons has also thrown her designer hat in the ring, teaming up with the band with her Monday wear collection. According to RC Mass Director Justin McIntosh, the playful and whimsical theme was chosen by designer Nisha Felice.
We wanted to go a little lighter on the theme. Last year was the webs we weave, which tell more storytelling, etc. So this year we just wanted to go a little lighter, keeping the carnival spirit of, you know, whimsical, mystical, light, fun, because at the end of the day, that's the point of carnivals.
As the band has always ensured that their members are given the ultimate experience, he assured that in 2027, it will also deliver. On to some sport now. The West Indies narrowly missed out on victory against New Zealand in the fourth ODI at Kensington Oval in Barbados on Sunday, losing by just 1 wicket, despite a determined half-century from Trinidad and Tobago batsman Amir Jangu. The loss confirmed the 3-1 series defeat with 1 match to go, but Jangu was pleased with what was only his second ODI 50 for the regional team.
Yeah, I think pretty pleased with my performance, but having said that, would have liked for it to be in a winning cause. Very difficult result, tough pill to swallow. But yeah, it just wasn't good enough on the day, so just have to keep going.
And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. On behalf of everyone here, have a great day.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
This is about creating opportunity through responsible management and citizen participation in national wealth. We are targeting US $3 billion in new investment within the next few years in energy, in construction, in tourism, and the digital economy.
Music.
It's reconstruction time in Trinidad, so put your shoulder to the wheel, man, lad, move on, don't stop till you reach the top. You put a hand and I put a hand and we will for big and for small in no time at all. There's no other way to do it. Show your patriotic spirit. Somehow, if Trinidad ever needed you, it's now.
Culture.
The budget has goodies and some not so goodies, but that is because fairness requires that everyone plays their part.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
Info Week. News, events, and deliverables of the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago successfully raised US $800 million through a sovereign bond issuance in the United States market. The offering was oversubscribed by approximately 400%, marking the highest investor demand since the country's first benchmark bond in 2013. This following an international investor roadshow led by Minister of Finance, the Honorable Devendranath Tanku, Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, Dr. the Honorable Rudal Munilal, and Central Bank Governor Larry Hawaii. The successful issuance reflects strong global confidence in Trinidad and Tobago's economy. Supporting that broader agenda for national development, the new central block at the Port of Spain General Hospital was officially handed over to the Ministry of Health by Minister of Works and Infrastructure, the Honorable Jerlene John, marking a major milestone in the modernization of the country's public healthcare system, featuring expanded diagnostic, surgical, and critical care services. The new central block will strengthen the delivery of specialized, patient-centered healthcare as it is brought into operation in phases. Beyond infrastructure, the government is also modernizing the country's travel documents. Trinidad and Tobago is preparing to introduce a modern electronic passport system, offering citizens enhanced security and a more convenient application process. Minister of Homeland Security, the Honorable Roger Alexander, has assured the public that existing machine-readable passports remain valid. He says there is no need to apply early, with additional passport booklets expected in September to ensure uninterrupted service as the country transitions to its new e-passport system. Meanwhile, Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela have reaffirmed their long-standing friendship and solidarity following the devastating June 24th earthquakes. In an exchange of correspondence, Acting President of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, thanked Prime Minister the Honorable Kamla Persad-Bissessar, SC, for Trinidad and Tobago's humanitarian assistance, describing the support, which included more than 230 tons of relief supplies, as a beacon of hope in times of sorrow. Prime Minister Prasad Besessa, in turn, reaffirmed Trinidad and Tobago's commitment to supporting Venezuela's recovery, underscoring the close ties and spirit of cooperation that continues to unite the two neighboring nations. You've been listening to InfoWeek, news, events, and deliverables of the government of Trinidad and Tobago. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Voices you know, trust, and respect are the very best in talk. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check, it's approximately 9 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. I must say pleasant good morning to our sister island of Tobago and all the thousands of you that are viewing us and listening to us right here on Talk City. A pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting all of my drivers, all our drivers, maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, seam-seaters, all, private vehicle drivers, all our drivers. A pleasant good morning to you all. And for those of you that look on to us on Talk City itself, radio. Yeah, good morning to each and every one of you. We are back, we are back, we are back. And yes, we're in the final hour of the biggest program on radio and the biggest podcast on social media, The Ground Report. And you heard the name, The Ground Report. So what I need to do while we are back, because we have a giveaway and all, is just to start off quick and just playing off some of those voice notes. That's about 5 before we get too much into all those conversations that we was having there. So let me start one time. Let me start with this one from since yesterday.
Well, nobody here, I disagree strongly.
Nobody here, you disagree with who? Let me hear. Nobody here. I disagree with you. You always disagree with somebody, nobody. Nobody, you is somebody?
Mr. Controversy's concept. Of course, I don't attack people, but that idea.
Wait. Let me go to Mr. Controversy. So something about Mr. Controversy concept. But I since yesterday. So Controversy talked something yesterday that get nobody vexed.
Well, nobody, I disagree strongly with Mr. Controversy's concept. Of course, I don't attack people, but that idea that no, you shouldn't walk around with cameras, not in this political environment. Again, you're fighting a hydra that is all about imagery, okay? Whereby the media, let's just be frank, the media is against this government because the media is bought by or owned by financiers of the PNM. Let's face the reality. So they're going to put out all manner of stories in the press, and you have to counter it step by step, blow by blow. If you allow things to languish, I mean, the attention span of people these days is like 5 minutes. You have to constantly be putting things in their face so they can see what you're doing. That is a recipe for disaster. I mean, that you only once after you finish it, you go, no. You have to be, well, in fact, I encourage Philip, do it more, right? And Philip Alexander is the one to do it, because I disagree with Mr. Controversy. I think he is one of the good ones. He has been languishing in the vineyard, just like Lennox Smith, right? They are very similar. And when you put in position, you know, the amount of ideas he's had, he's now put in the position and he's acting and he's making sure everybody see he act. Nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do. Well, but here, regarding the Iran thing, I want to offer my 2 cents. That Iran thing is nothing what it appears to be. It is a process that the Americans are controlling very well to dismantle a global order with a specific focus on China. And they ask, what is China doing with all this? Well, and you also talk about the BRICS dollar. Well, these things are connected because the BRICS dollar was going to be based on Venezuelan oil and African gold. And you see those two things now are falling apart because the Chinese have been in Venezuela basically owning it for about 20 years. But the refining capacity is almost the same as Trinidad. You know why? They had no intentions of converting that oil into fuel or anything else. They had an intention of keeping it as oil so that you can act as a reserve, just like the United States of America does, right? And African gold, but that too is falling apart. And the third leg was the Qataris. I've said all this before, but you all don't seem to want to. So the Qataris now was the bank, right? But that is falling apart too now because they've switched sides. With one fell stroke, Donald John Trump has collapsed an entire world order that was building, right? And it's more than that, because for the last 80 years, the U.S. Navy has provided security for all trade. That was what the petrodollar, the U.S. petrodollar is based on the concept that the Americans can protect Saudi oil wherever it goes in the world because they have a Navy that could do it. And the Chinese build-up of their Navy is an attempt to offer the same deal, but they can't, right? Because again, it has been intercepted by what Trump is doing there in Iran. Iran has very little to do with Iran. And speaking of Iran, Iran is not one polity at all. It is several competing and conflicting interests that were forcefully united by the mullahs in the revolution. But now all of that is falling apart. And the Americans are pushing the pressure points that will pull away from all of that, especially the most extreme of the extreme. Go Google people, 12ers. These are people who believe in bringing about the end times by bringing out a tribulation that would cause their version of a Messiah who would return to bring the end times. Okay? So that faction, most of the factions in Iran want to separate from, but they are the most extreme and they have a lot of control and they need a reason to separate, and this is the reason. Okay, so it's a process. And if the Americans want to open the Strait of Hormuz today, they can do it. They did it back in the 1980s using 80s technology. They can do it today with all kind of drone and satellite technology in an afternoon like they did in the 80s. But no, they're keeping that pressure point to demonstrate to the world that I am the one who ensures your shipping is free and safe and cheap. And you need to respect that. Especially Europe. That is what is going on in Iran. It is a pressure point. And I mean, contrary to what you all may think, the Americans are doing exactly what they want to do there. And we are tied up in it. Am I going to our next one for it?
Morning, Andy. Lennox Snipes. Again, Andy, I write on the chat, and if you read it, but the number on the screen, you have 329-5120. The number is 239-5120. I myself watched the number and call it. And like the woman getting upset that only have that number there and for people to call and keep calling her phone.
God, all right.
So I know if they could take it on and
Go take it. I will fix that. That fix that end up billing in to the set. So it's to get the technical person, the video editor or the set creator to organize and edit that. Okay, it's just time, a lot of time, them things they can to get the person and all them kind of bacchanal thing, right? But it will happen, understand.
We'll definitely press on it today.
Yeah.
Press on it today.
Oh boy.
Andy, good morning. Good morning. I can't bear listening to that guy of controversy, really controversy. Really crazy. Kamala leave a lot of money in the treasury when she left office, right? And now you're putting things together and saying all of them is the same. Andy, I don't know how we can stand listening to that nonsense. I don't understand listening to this nonsense. This guy nonsense. You know what I mean? And pretend he knows everything. He does not know what's going on. He really controversy. I think he might be too stiff. The woman leave a lot of money, billions of dollars in the treasury. And the PNM squandered it for the finance and friends and family. Talk done.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen. You know, last night I heard the police, I can't remember what I think it's Benjamin is his name, not sure. But anyway, he was reporting that the murders have gone down. Because last year they had 200 and something, but nevertheless, it has gone down by maybe about 10 less or 15 less or something like that. And I find that is unacceptable. That is not good at all. One murder is too many, right? And I'm not blaming the police because the police are not the ones who go in out there and killing the people. But the thing about it is, in this day of technology, you know, and Trinidad being a small place, why it is we are not hearing about raids in different areas of this country where we know the gangs are and the guns are. It is just talk, and no action. The relevant authorities have to know that they have a responsibility to go and get these guns. You know, people going to criticize you and find fault with you, but you have to do what you have to do, and who vex us. Until we get these guns out of the hands of these criminals, these murders will continue. These people are trained. You should have maybe joint forces, you know, with the army and the police, and go into do like how Burroughs used to do. Everything's so modern now, and yet still is not seeing results. Go into these neighborhoods. It's a state of emergency. You only have the power. And I am sure they know who have the guns and where they are. And the people have to do their part by giving the information to the police or to whoever that they know they could trust. And let us get these guns out of the hands of these people. Because there doesn't seem to be no end to these murders. And I really do think that enough is not being done to get these guns out of the hands of these criminals. Trinidad is not, we don't have a population of 32 million, right? The area of Trinidad is not that big. But I think they should go, attack with full force, go into these areas all over Trinidad, and get the guns. People, everybody must do their part, and let us try and do things differently. Because what is happening now, we can see it is not working. Too many murders. It must stop. And it could stop if everybody do their part and try to, give whatever information or do whatever they could do to get these guns. Blessings.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Snipes. Morning, Tobago. Andy, yesterday after the program, I do a little survey, boy. Right? I do a little survey, and within the survey I was doing on the ground, well, it have mixed issues, and everybody just kind of in a little uproar because probably lack of job, lack of community cleaning up and all these things, on the ground, Andy, boy, I will be real with you and think this government not looking nice. This government not looking nice to the cries of the people, and they are upset. So I don't know if things might change around, but so far things really looking shaky and bad, and as Anderson keeps saying, we hoping that, before the local, everything could straighten up, I know I'm trying my best to see if I get through with something, although I'm going through my little scene. Right, yesterday I went across in the corporation transport side. I didn't get to meet the woman who is there because I don't know she name. And it was like a sort of secret. Nobody want to, I'm informed me who gave me the woman name who had the government regional corporation up in the Rubies Road up on that side up there, so things in really sounding nice on the ground, and it ain't looking good. Not on my aspect, as I tell you, I do a survey, I work around the community. Although it's a PLM community, but it have people who in the community support UNC too, like myself, and why? And if I go on, it's because it might want to take place because people are angry, people vex. That is the most I can say, as I tell you, is a sincere survey. I went and do a walk around the community. Just have some talk, vex, to have a proper phone with data where I can record some of the people and them comments and these things. But anyhow, God knows best, right?
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Well, Andy, I had a good laugh this morning, right? As with every morning, it must have somebody to come with something amusing. Okay, so he said that PNM said to tighten your belt as soon as it came in. So we know what to expect, right? But on the other hand, they went and they buy $5 million in painting, a $3 million car, right? One of the things that they said they're going to make the rich richer. We saw over 500 recusals for billions in contracts, and they settled for that. But the UNC promised this and they promised that and they promised the other. Yes, because they thought there was money in the treasury, right? It's just like when you are getting married to somebody and they're promising you everything, right? Sometimes you might get it in the first year. Sometimes you might not. You might get it in the second, third, fourth year. But you stick it out, they promise it. Sometimes some of them end up into old age and dying, and all the moon and the stars that they promise you never materialize. But you trusted that person to eventually deliver something to you. So if this person, regardless whether it's man or woman, didn't fulfill your promise, would you kick them to the curb? Would you kick your spouse to the curb? No. Right? That's when you're going into a relationship with somebody. And this government, we went into a relationship with this government. And we know that before the 5 years, no, they never promised. Andy, I don't know if you or Lennox heard otherwise, or Nigel, but I never heard them promising that they'll give everything in the first year. I never heard that. The people have 5 years in government. And gradually everything will be delivered. And you know what is hurtful, Andy? People know the situation, the mess that this government had to clean up. And yet still, they come in to talk a whole set of gobbledygook about the promises and the promise that they didn't give it. Again, I'll go back to ask, when you were courting or getting married, did you promise your wife or whoever everything in the first year of marriage? No, you didn't. And this relationship is like a marriage. Andy, thanks a lot.
Nobody here again. So how is Trinidad and Tobago tied up in this, what is happening in Iran? Well, believe it or not, Iran was also in Venezuela. So China, Russia, and Iran have controlled and participated in Venezuela for the last 20 years. You know what? You know how and why? Because of the Venezuelan oil. Venezuela is the largest reserve of oil. And it was their belief that if they can corner that, they can form their own dollar, the BRICS dollar, which was basically going to be the Chinese yuan in different clothes, right? It was another petrodollar. It was never going to be this lie that they sold the world that anybody can trade in whatever currency to anybody else regarding oil. No, it would have been the Chinese yuan. The Chinese would have been the one using their navy that they're building up now to act as the insurer, while Qatar was acting as a banker. Okay? But all of that was toppled with one fell swoop. Right? The US walked into Venezuela, put a man in the back pocket and walked back out. And that was the end of that. The BRICS dollar is dead. So how was Trinidad involved? Because we were involved in the black trade. There's something called the Black Fleet of oil, which uses unmarked tankers, which turn off their transponders to trade in black market oil. And there are thousands of them. Trinidad and Tobago was involved in that trade. And that barge that turned over in Tobago was the proof of it. But it was happening long before. About 10 years now. All right? Hint, hint, wink, wink. Right? The former regime was involved in that and was taking us down that line, and you saw it every day. CARICOM was involved in it because there's something called Petrocaribe, where they were benefiting from free to cheap fuel, right? Sponsored by China, using very little Venezuelan oil, because remember, they don't want to refine it too much, right? And the refining of Venezuelan oil is really happening in Iran and then being transported back here, and Trinidad was allowing it to pass through our waters. Now, there's a nexus. I've said this before. Well, listen to nobody now. There's a nexus internationally between the trade of black market oil, black market drugs, and US dollars. The things you are seeing happening in Trinidad today, the strange and mythical things that you thought you would never see, with bags and certain.
Yes, now let him finish. Let him finish here quick. That's the last one I'll take for now.
Certain people being held and all of that is because of that trade. You put a man in your back pocket and walk out, and they start to blow up jug boats, and then bags, train bags, because the whole industry is collapsing. And unfortunately, there are going to be collateral damages around that. All right, collateral damages like we see as crime stats being high. You all ask why the crime stats still high with a state of emergency. Because when you collapse that industry, those at the bottom are going to end up fighting each other. Right? People are going to be left holding bags and owing people. And when you do that, you kidnap and then you kill. Okay, this is the good old Colombian way. The Colombian and Venezuelan gangs that are here, okay, in Trinidad, trained by Hezbollah of Iran. You are not an island people. Okay, you may think you are because you're surrounded by water, but no, you're not an island. You're connected. Start to see what's happening here from global perspective.
Nice. Oh boy. They'd have some other voice notes and a lot of people, but go ahead, Snipes.
We have your capiche, and we also have those tickets to give away, so we need to manage this time wisely. We also have 2 stop set breaks to take.
Nice. Oh boy. So what's your capiche number this morning? Let us know what we picked yesterday and what played yesterday, Snipes.
What is your capiche on Talk City 91.1 FM?
So your numbers yesterday went as follow. The callers gave us 11 Kobo, 13 Crapo, 33 Spider, and 24 Queen. Our winning number, you gave us 21 as your capiche. Our winning numbers were 19, 25, 34, and 13. So if you followed us yesterday, you would have at least gotten one number and made some money.
Where's the number did I get?
13.
Wow. That 13, eh? Oh boy. So
final winning mark of the day.
The winning mark, the final mark. Go ahead, caller. What's your mark for today?
And the morning, I didn't recognize, well, I didn't know you was in this because I just stayed on my call. I wasn't listening to the radio itself.
All right, well, just give me a mark now, man, and then we'll come back and...
Hey, watch him out, let me get down in city.
You never had a man talk to you so, I talk to you firmly. Yes.
It's the way you place.
Yes.
Anyway, a mark, let me just give a mark, 10, a monkey.
10?
Yeah. Andy, I know you're in the middle of a segment. Hello?
You know what?
You're in the middle of a segment. I know that, but it had a guy that spoke, and I wanted to just address him quickly. Could I?
Yeah, go ahead quick.
I'm gonna do it quick. So the guy who spoke about the job with corporation, let me tell you something, sweetheart. There's a lot of work more for men than women out here. You can go out there, it has work all in the groceries, all that. You have to crib before you walk. Nobody said that give up trying to get in corporation, but do something else. Don't sit down and say the government suffering you. You're suffering yourself. Because before I reached my position in my life, I did a lot of small jobs, but I did not give up. So don't give up and stop blaming the government. Get out there, get a job, and still try to get in where you want to. That's it, Andy. Have a good day.
All right. If you have anybody on your side with a mark there, Lennox Snipes, you can go ahead. But I want to go with Joyce Ram. You know, Joyce Ram is saying that today mark 24. Yeah, she said 24. Yeah. We will pick up.
Caller, welcome.
Hello, good morning, everybody. My mark today is 32.
32.
32, boy. Wow.
Shrimp today?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's take another one. Hi, good morning. Welcome.
Morning, everybody. Morning?
Yes, morning.
Yes, morning. Let's hear your number for the day.
All I play John can spread out.
29.
Hope your man, 29.
29, thank you.
29, okay.
All right.
That's so much. 3?
Yeah, we gotta get
one more.
One.
Thank you. Lost that one. Yes, so one more, and then Andy will give us his capiche, and we would have come to the end. Yes.
Man, I want to get two back, you know. If they ain't thinking yet. Morning. Yeah, look, boy, where it is. Because we need to go back in and think.
We have two calls, so let's take one.
Hello, welcome.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
I go with 21.
21, all right.
That 21, boy.
Thank you.
Right, 21.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, 21.
So, Andy, your capiche?
Mouth, yeah?
Yeah. Yesterday we was very hard on we boy Teddy. So we will try to be easy on Teddy. Today trying to see if he could put in a mark. So let me hear what it is. What mark for the banker? Right. You know the banker, you man see the banker. Hey, where's your mark, Teddy?
Morning, and Lennox Snipes again. I go with one today, boy, Santa.
Wait.
I go with one today. One Santa Fe. Yeah.
Santa Fe.
All right, my friend.
Andy, you want to substitute that for yours?
No.
Oh, you want to give one? All right,
I will hold that 24. And today I taking a lanyard because the moon tell me take a lanyard. And that lanyard will be 33. So I'm going with 24 and 33. Yeah. That one,
right, nice.
We go play that one tomorrow. Yeah.
Come back with that 30 again, boy.
Nice. Can we go for the bills, or you want to go straight to the giveaway?
Yeah, wait is. Let me go for the break and come back because you say that 2-stop set. Go for the break, come back. When we come back, we're going to organize, get the giveaway, take some calls, and then we're going to take that next break. Go ahead, Snipes.
House is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours. Johnny, what going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? I'm conserving energy. I switch your LED at the stun of the AC, and I'm saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking how your bill so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation. But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what going on, boy? How you been so low? How you been so low? I'm conserving energy. I switch your LED at the stun of the AC. And I'm saving real money is our responsibility. For a brighter TNT, cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking, how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Hey Michael, how you going? I ain't seen you these days.
I know, things get a little bit busy these days. Ever since I signed up for the small business package from TTT Radio Network, business really picking up.
Small business package? What's that?
It's an advertising package designed especially for small businesses. They work with your budget now, and help you reach more customers. I made one phone call and they handle everything. It's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Maybe I should sign up for the small business package.
But you ain't no business.
Who say? I in the business of minding my business.
Now man, you mean in the business of minding people business?
Got a small business? Let TTT Radio Network help you grow with our affordable small business package designed to fit your budget and get your message heard. Call 628-4141 and speak with one of our sales representatives or send us an email at sales@ttt.co.tt today. The small business package. Big results for small businesses.
Win tickets to cricket history. The men in maroon are coming home, and you could be there live. As part of the We Outside campaign, the West Indies take on Pakistan in an historic two-match test series in Trinidad and Tobago. Watch and listen across the TTT Limited network for your chance to win tickets to the matches. Tune in to TTT's Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show, Sweet 100.1 FM, Talk City 91.1 FM, and Next 99.1 FM. We'll be giving away tickets to both test matches, including the historic first test at Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba, the venue's first ever international test match. So watch, listen, and win. West Indies versus Pakistan. The We Outside campaign continues, and your seat at the cricket could be just a call away. Watch, listen, win. West Indies versus Pakistan. Only on the TTT Limited Media Network.
We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
I'm waiting for a super over. I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports. Committed, accurate, relevant.
This back-to-school season, let's make sure no child gets left behind. TTT Limited is hosting its annual back-to-school drive for the less fortunate, and we need your help. Drop off the following stationery at TTT Limited, 11A Marval Road, from Monday 13th July to Tuesday 1st September. We're collecting book bags, lunch bags, notebooks, copybooks, pencil cases, pens, pencils, water bottles, and sanitary items. Every item you donate puts a smile on the child's face and a pencil in their hand. TTT Back to School Drive, 11A Marval Road. Drop off today, because every child deserves a fresh start. TTT, we're here for you.
We Outside, exclusively on Talk City 91.1 FM. The men in maroon are coming home. It's the We Outside campaign, the 2026 international home season for the West Indies men's cricket team. And the final leg of the home season takes place right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Talk City 91.1 FM is proud to hold the exclusive radio broadcast rights for the two-match test series between the West Indies and Pakistan from July 25th to July 29th. History will be made as the Brian Lara Cricket Academy Academy in Taruba hosts its first ever international test match, a landmark moment for cricket in Trinidad and Tobago. Then, the action shifts to the iconic Queen's Park Oval for the second test from August 2nd to the 6th. Every session, every wicket, every century, every moment. Follow the West Indies, the men in maroon, as they battle Pakistan in a historic test series. We outside. Exclusive ball-by-ball coverage, updates, analysts, and commentary. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM, the home of cricket conversation. Talk City 91.1 FM, where the men in maroon live.
We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. Shaking.
You're locked on to the station everybody's talking about. Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we got those numbers, so now let's go to that giveaway. Some two people snipes. Let's get at them, man. Tell us.
I'm sure people are excited about it.
One person gonna receive 2 tickets.
One person will receive 2 tickets. That isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
So when you get one, you get one for a friend or your best
Yeah,
half.
you know, it's kind of difficult to go to cricket by yourself.
All right.
You know?
Okay, so not no individual ones.
I mean, given what's going on financially, if you could take a friend along with you, it would be excellent. So
all right.
You carpool and you take someone, or you take a loved one, the wife, the husband.
Well, another form of protection could be because of the crime situation as well. So
what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask you a very simple question. We're gonna ask you a very simple question. You answer that question, and you could be the winner.
Let's hear that.
All right.
Let's hear that question.
Andy, I have approximately 13, 14, 15. I have a lot of questions here. Let me choose a simple one.
Nah, choose a hard one, man. There's a serious giveaway. It's 2 tickets that one person get, you know.
Well, we have quite a number of tickets to give away, so.
All right. Well, all right.
Yeah. So, all right. The question go as follow. What's the highest score a batsman can make from a single delivery?
That question real easy, boy.
You take it. I will allow for a call on your side first.
Yeah. All the lines are open. I'm going to give you all the numbers. Tell them that question again. Wow.
What's the highest score a batsman can make from a single delivery?
Wow. 622-4911 for those of you that have never called the program and love your cricket again, but just listen. 622-4911. Call that number or call 225-6644. Or you can call 239-5120. Or you can call 366-3053. Yeah, you can make that WhatsApp call. Wow. What is the highest score a Batman can make with one single delivery? Let me take one on this side here. Morning, caller.
Morning, Andy. I feel the highest score a batsman can make for a single delivery is 6, boy.
What, boy, Teddy boy?
Caller, you're absolutely correct.
What, Teddy boy? You get you, boy.
Congratulations to the first caller.
Boy, look at the banker ticket there, boy. You're good to go.
I wonder if Andy knew that he was going to call because he started with the numbers to call in here. 6. So I was wondering if it was clues he was given, but that's all right.
Well, guys, unfortunately, 2 tickets per morning. That's the end of our segment.
Teddy, clean up everybody there. Yet at 6. Teddy, yet at 6, boy.
So keep locked. For the rest of the day, we are going to be giving away tickets as we are the official station for this cricket event. Yeah, Teddy, you're going to need to send me your name and your contact number.
Oh, boy.
I see, Teddy, so you are
Happy
fortunate.
fame, you know. Lennox, I'm gonna happy fame, boy.
Andy, can you send his information to me?
Yeah. Teddy,
Like right now?
I know it might be the beginning of some
good luck. Yeah,
some collating or some mending. Because it's 2 years to get.
You know, it have some people who call and say they never win nothing in their life.
Then you tell a shock is Teddy.
Tell you that they never win anything.
Well, Lennox Smith, get Snipe Steady information and you go have it, his phone number, everything.
You have Steady's information?
Yeah. I
his
have
full name and his number.
No, I don't have his full name.
I don't know his full name, and all I know is Steady ranking.
Teddy need to send his name.
All right.
Teddy, send me your name and phone number.
You know what to do.
And I go just forward it this time. Shall I, Teddy? Let me say pleasant good morning to Black Love Movement, man. I want to be people and them who always listen to move with me. Right, and Black Love Movement contribution this morning here. Let me, because that one we. When you see we used to move out there, it's Black Love Movement, Teddy Rank. Marvin they call him a whole clip, you know. Serious man, ask Lennox, it's serious man.
Oh, yes. All up Moruga, all down Moruga, depending on your perspective. Yeah. All over the place. Yes.
So Black Love Movement is saying, Andy Pleasant, morning. Some people always quick to defend the party, but the PNM made sure all criminals get a salary. Some don't even have to work, just sign and talking. Right, I'm talking about shooters, punishment, etc. All right. Why hard-working people like us remain invisible? They're talking about crime, but they keep feeding it. Black Love Movement are listening. That's the message. Yeah.
All right.
I want to make a Black Love Movement because I'm laughing in the background here. Because, I mean, as much as it may sound funny, if you really recollect, it could be true, though.
No, it's true, boy. They used to feed the people, boy.
And calling you a miscreant, I think was misplaced.
Mr. X, Black Love Movement say the PNM ensure that shooters get a salary and some people even stay home and get through. Oh, God.
Oh, sir. Man, say PNM make sure that happens. So you want to know, well, so why you hardworking people like yourselves are being remain invisible?
Hardworking people wasn't visible.
Wait, let me take a call. Morning caller, where calling from? What's your contribution to the Ground Report this morning?
Early morning, Snipes Lennox. And a little correction concerning that cricket question. Right? Although Teddy already win, the most runs a person can make on one delivery is 7 runs. It could be a no ball and it could get hit for 6.
Okay. Well, my information here is 6 runs, so he got.
I understand, but he could bowl a no ball and get hit for 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. No, that's true.
But before you go,
but suppose they are referring to a full ball without the no ball.
Yeah, but before you go, caller.
Yeah, Andy.
Oh God, boy, why you gonna get Teddy a no ball, boy?
Oh God! Let me a legal delivery, well, yes. But a no ball and a 6 runs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Miss Anne's call. Miss Anne is on the line.
Go ahead.
Good morning.
Yes, a pleasant good morning to again. Director Snipes, that call is correct too. 7 runs is the most you can make. I didn't get through. I was trying to get through with that question. The law allows for 7 runs as well.
Okay.
6 is correct, but 7 is also correct.
Well, I've learned something today.
Yeah,
but we can confine it by saying a legal ball.
Yeah, legal ball. So So tell you get away, boy.
So we eliminate the no ball. Go ahead.
Yes, and my fun winner this morning. As a law-abiding citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, I sincerely want to thank the Commissioner of Police Mr. Alistair Guevara and his team of officers for their hard work and dedication to duty in fighting crime and protecting our communities and upholding the rule of law. Let me say thank you for your service this morning and every morning. Have a blessed day, gentlemen.
All right.
Thank you.
She had something to say and she said it. Wonderful. Yes, indeed. Of course, the lines are open, people. Not because. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, Auntie and Lennox.
Good morning.
Gentlemen there.
Morning, my
Lennox,
dear. Yes.
Auntie, Mama Gaini about this dance class. I'm so happy to know a man take a picture of you. Just now we might start making movies. You didn't realize that.
Yeah, could make some money off it. But, some.
And I'm telling you, you see, when I go to a function, I just have an audience. When they see you're making me move and they know it's from you, I just feel so happy. So we have to try and get a bigger place because you see how the place is getting crowded.
I hear you.
Andy, Mama Guy, you know we on something good, right? And I'm happy for what they call him that win the ticket this morning. He's one of our boys.
Teddy Rank, yes.
So you be good and have a good weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, my dear.
We have another call. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yes.
Dancer boys.
Hey.
What happened? Well, all the other wrong answer. The 6 in one ball. Puran scored 9 runs in one ball. What?
How that happened? Let's see how that happened.
He hit a 6 on a tree.
Oh, he hit a 6 on a tree. Oh God, baby, I want to know how that 3 runs coming, boy. Yeah.
I hear you, my friend.
Take it easy.
Yeah. I hear you, my friend. Take it easy.
Thank you for that. I was lost for a minute there.
I too say, what do you mean? The 9, boy? How would that 9 come in? Man said the man hit a 6 on a tree. It always a tree around them, move all of them, boy. Hey, boy. Anyhow, let me play an XLA voice note here. They quick. If that people doesn't like the yeah, but if he's sending his voice note and nobody ain't sending, where you go see? From the time I play his voice, if that people online this ball, oh God, he again. Whiteness, nobody just don't disappear. Nobody. Boy, people don't like nobody at all. No, but well, go see. Let me play his last voice note.
Nobody again. So that black market trade, that illicit trade between black market oil, black market drugs, and US dollars, because you see, you can exchange one for the next interchangeably. If you want to buy a tanker of black market oil, but you don't have enough US dollars, you can use kilos of cocaine, right? And back and forth you go. And believe it or not, Trinidad and Tobago was involved in that as our black economy. And this current government, bless its heart, is trying to slay that dragon. The Chinese have a saying, when you're planning to ride a dragon, before you get on, know exactly how you're going to get off, because the dragon is going to bite you, right? And right now, the dragon is trying to bite us because we are getting off. But we have to choose people. That dragon was our black economy, and we allowed for it. We allowed for it because it gave us something in return. It gave us a black economy, and it gave us a lot of jobs. Right? And in return, we fed it the blood of our sons for the last few decades. That dragon wants blood, right? Nothing more. And every time, so Andy asking about crime and such stuff, this is the source. You have to take out the source. And again, this government is doing that. But it's going to be a process. It's a war. Wars aren't pretty. The good news is, there is a white economy that we can immediately mount. It's not like if we'll be left destitute. And that white economy, that white horse that we can mount and abandon that black dragon, right? That is coming. With the reopening of a refinery, the reopening of our oil and gas sector, our downstream industry will kickstart soon. And that AI data center thing is a key pillar, I think. It's a brilliant move because one of the best uses you can do with petroleum energy is to convert it into a value product that the world wants in spades, called artificial intelligence, right? For good or for bad, right? And when you can get in on the ground floor of that as it is growing, that will grow your economy like nothing before. So Trinidad and Tobago whole strain. The difficulties we are seeing now, the point is, it is to an end, I think a good end. We either continue to ride the dragon and feed it the blood of our sons, or we get off here. And it might bite us. But again, whole strain.
Nice. And just could say Mr. Concho is a communist like his boss, David Abdullah. Somebody here say, Durat Mohan is saying, nobody, go from here, please. Thank you. Oh my God, help us all. Right, Monica is saying, I don't know, like she's growling. That female pit bull. Yeah, that female pit bull. Okay, but at the end of the day, the man is bringing his facts, eh? Jump low, the man is bringing his facts. Trinidad and Tobago, it is exactly that time for us. Don't forget tonight, Corridor Transformation with yours truly, Lennox Smith and Mr. COP. Yes, let me say thanks so much to our director, Snipes and all. Always there with us, okay? And on behalf of the Ground Report team, I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of Radio. Yeah. Until tomorrow morning, please God, same time, same place, eh? Coming up next, Mr. X and Stefan with Off the Record. After God family comes first, be safe on the nation's wet roads. Trinidad and Tobago, we are out of here.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique, and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music.
Better days are coming. Better days are coming.
Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
I'll go cross any ocean to find it. Won't let no mountain get in the way. Hey. Come cross the water, been through the fire. I know that my heart will show me the way. Everywhere you turn, you see people smiling.